free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Cougar Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Firehouse Subs is turning 30. Celebrate with them on Tuesday, October 8th from 5 to 6 p.m. at the Mandarin location. Meet Jacksonville, your favorite Jags players, and the cheerleaders. Join the fun at Firehouse Subs, 9825 San Jose Boulevard in Mandarin.
Small business, big target. DoubleCheck provides AI-powered cybersecurity solutions to small businesses so you can keep your eye on the ball. Book your free consultation this month for 10% off your first 6 months. Visit doublecheck.com today.
Every week, we're seeing listeners cash in betting with MyBookie. Mia here, and look, you don't have to bet big. Just getting some skin in the game makes it so much more fun. This weekend, your hometown team is actually favored to beat the Colts, -3. What a world! This may be one of those reverse jinx games where I bet the Colts to win, and if they don't, I'm still happy. The Bills play the Texans, and the Stephon Diggs revenge game sure sounds like a shootout, so give me the over on the 47.5 game total over there. And on Sunday night, the Cowboys are 2.5-point road dogs traveling to Pittsburgh. I'll take the Cowboys with the points, knowing they start 2-3, right? The MyBookie double deposit bonus is still live, up to $1,000. Get signed up now using promo code 1010XL to claim a bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before you even place a bet. One more time, promo code 1010XL. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere at MyBookie.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Cougar Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine! Cougar, it's go time on a Friday morning. It's a football Friday as we count down Sunday's kickoff. Come on, baby, let's get a win. Says everyone in unison. We'll take you back inside that locker room, hear a little bit of the final pregame conversations. Of course, you do hear Doug Peterson. I think it's Friday afternoons. Is it Adi on the Frangie Show?
Yeah, Fridays at like 4 or so.
Yeah, so you can catch the final comments. Good morning, my friend. How are we doing today?
All
right, good.
You ain't peep my garb real quick? Hold on.
What you got? What you got, man? Oh, somebody headed to the yards today is what we got. Look at him. My man's getting his, he's going to Furyk. Look at him slinging. I'm going to get him out there. You're getting into this golf deal, aren't you?
Yeah, see, I'm taking it serious for real.
Well, you see what happens, man. You start to get older. It's a nice little outlet for your, for your competition, for some fun.
Who wants to sprint?
Not nobody.
Who wants to jump? Man, no. I want to hit the green in 2.
Oh, boy.
Albatross.
It'd have to be a par 5 green and 2.
Par 5,
it'd have to go in. But, yeah, I feel Hey, listen, for you younger set that may be up and about, I don't know if you watch this YouTube golf or if you've gotten into it yet, but really one of the biggest channels is Good Golf. And through their various partnerships, I'm assuming this is more of a Callaway deal than anything. And we've told you all a couple times, but they'll be out there. Part of the field today, in fact. They're a foursome that gets kind of placed in the middle of all the champions foursome. So, fun time. Good golf weekend. I always enjoy watching on television golf courses I played before, right? So, like when the players comes around.
Okay.
And there's 2 or 3 courses or 4 or 5 courses probably that dot the schedule. Some are PGA Tour events, some maybe Korn Ferry Tour. The LPGA may play somewhere that you've played before. And it's always fun to kind of watch how the best in the world take care of what you struggled so hard with. And so Timaquan is a track that a lot of you guys have played, and you get to watch them. Golf Channel coverage all weekend long as well. So, yeah, that's something fun on the local schedule. Of course, Sunday, we got the Jaguars back home. Thursday night football always kicks off the weekend. And, wow, what a kickoff. This is how fast it can change. You know what they've been grinding gears on up there in Atlanta through the first 4 games?
What that?
I mean, they've been grinding gears since game 1 on a certain very important position up there in Atlanta. They made They made a big investment, you know, with a veteran player who's been around for a long time, and by now you've figured out I'm talking about Kirk Cousins. There was literally a column on ESPN yesterday as they previewed the Thursday night game. What's wrong with Kirk Cousins and the Falcons passing offense, and will it ever get going? Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. Curiously, I can't find that column this morning, E.
Oh, no.
Seems like a dumb question after Kirk Cousins went for, you ready? 509 yards passing last night.
Clown question, bro.
It can change quick, right? We're hopeful for our quarterback here. It can change quick. Now, listen, Kirk Cousins got a lot more battle scars, right, on his NFL career to withstand, you know, any somewhat down period he may go through. And don't get me wrong, he wasn't playing awful, but 16 of 26 for 156, couple of interceptions in the first game. 20 of 29, a win over Philly. He was good. They had that really, they didn't have anything passing until the fourth quarter. Remember the Monday Nighter? And then they charged back and they won. A loss to Kansas City, he threw an interception. They played New Orleans, 238 yards passing is okay, but just no touchdowns, 1 pick. Before yesterday, Kirk Cousins had 800 yards passing in 4 games, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. Is that any good? Last night, 42 of 58, 509 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I tell you what, man. If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan before the season started, E.T., you had to get in an hour and 45-minute wait to ride this ride. Holy hockey sticks. This is like just zipping right from one roller coaster to another. To wit, season opener, Pittsburgh came down to the wire. They lost 18-10. Game 2, Philly, Monday Night Football, already 0-1. Trailing in the fourth quarter, they score in the final moments to win 22-21. Kansas City at home, Sunday Nighter. Remember, they lost by 5, kept turning down field goals or turned down a field goal? The game ended with them inside the Kansas City red zone. Sunday against New Orleans, down 24-23 with 5 seconds to go, hit a 58-yard field goal to win 26-24. And now last night, after the Bucs riddled them for 24 first-half points, they come back, they tie the game on a 52-yard field goal in the final seconds to send it to overtime. And by the way, at the end of the game, they got the ball 2 or 3 times in the last 3 minutes. The Bucs fumbled once. They forced a punt once. It just right down to the wire. So, yeah, you must be this tall to be a Falcons fan. The line starts here. As far as that South Division goes, that sure tightened things up. Atlanta's win over Tampa makes both those teams 3-2. Saints are 2-2 with their game this weekend. But, man, talent ultimately shows itself. And that's the upper end of Kirk Cousins' talent. He'll never have a bigger game. He threw 509 yards passing. It's an Atlanta Falcons record. And again, averaging about 200 yards a game, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. It's hard. By the way, if you were going to pick a team that a dude was going to set a franchise passing record against, I don't think you'd pick a Todd Bowles run defense, would you, E?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, Todd Bowles down there in Tampa can play some defense. The famous Tampa cover 2 last night looked more like cover 0. Boy, the Falcons just found wide open pockets. It was a big day for Mike Evans. It was an offensive show back and forth, but ultimately Atlanta wins. They get to a very crucial and important 3-0 on the season. 3-2 rather on the season. So a couple of big ones, man. Couple big wins for Atlanta. That's a tough schedule out of the gates. Again, I'll tell you who they played here. The Steelers at the Eagles Monday night, the Chiefs in a Sunday nighter, the Saints at home, and last night the 3-1 Bucks. So, just what the doctor ordered in Atlanta. Here, if you're ordering up from the doc, it's all about getting a victory this weekend. The coordinators met the media yesterday. Listen, if there is one bright spot on this football team at this point, it's been the play of Brian Thomas Jr. out of the gates, right? I mean, we have bandied this about ET, and we've asked in different ways what player's been you caught your eye, who's been the MVP so far. We had a lot of those sorts of conversations. You're not going to find the Jaguars among the league leaders in just about anything when it comes to offensive stats. We're pitiful. We're near the bottom in scoring offense. We're near the bottom in total offense. But Brian Thomas Jr. does have 275 passing yards. That's 1 yard fewer than Mike Evans, who's already played his 5th game. And that 275 yards receiving has him within 25 yards or so of the top 10 in the National Football League. His development has been outstanding. He had a relatively quiet training camp for the first couple of weeks, remember? Darby was having his way with him, and he has just continued. This is what you want to see from talent, young talent. You want to see the progression. You want to see him picking up the offense, moving even further along in a career as fast as they can. Here's Press Taylor, the offensive coordinator, and just what he is seeing bloom and develop from the first-round pick.
He's done a great job. He can handle a lot. That was one of the things we've been most impressed with him early on. You'd never see it to the naked eye, but we change personnel so much. There's times he plays Z, times he plays X, and he's able to do that really well. And it's great communication throughout the receiving corps, the way we sub, things like that. And then just the mental aptitude to be able to handle a lot of that as a young player. And we've tried to be intentional about kind of taking it slow with him and, give him a lot of things, but still things that we think he does really well. And then we'll continue to expand that as he shows, the ability to do even more.
Desperation is a lonely emotion, isn't it? Desperate. We use it a lot in sports context, right? Desperate for a win. Desperate for a big play. Desperate for a home game. I mean, desperate can come up in so many forms and fashions when it comes to the National Football League. But if you look to the defensive side of the football, and yesterday Ryan Nielsen met the media, and we heard a lot about his attack defense and this, that, and the other. Attack my fanny. They don't get to the quarterback, and they don't turn the ball over, which makes them, guess what, gang? Desperate.
There's a fine balance of not pressing too hard, but staying positive with it and, stay in the course. That's the thing. We need to stay positive, stay the course, continue to build this the right way. Year one, this is our coming up on our 4th game together, and just stay build the foundation and stay positive and stay the course with what we're doing. Again, and once one happens and, then it leads to 2, and sometimes they just come in bunches. And so it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, bunches would be nice. I'm all for bunches. Anthony Richardson is not afraid to give it to you a couple times a game. Whether or not it will be Flacco or Richardson, that's a question Ryan Nielsen addresses when we hear from him a little bit later this hour.
Don't tease me like that.
Yeah, on the offensive side of the it looks like Richardson is back to he's practicing on a limited basis. It feels like he's the one that's going to play. So, Jag fan, through the virtual reality of the poll question earlier this week, you're going to get what you wanted. You're going to get Anthony Richardson at quarterback, it looks like. Listen, this is one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, certainly Joe Flacco is a lot more proven. He's a more skilled passer. But that helter-skelter, one play in a close game can change things. I don't like that aspect, right? I don't like that aspect on the other line. And, again, no one's going to confuse Anthony Richardson for anything slightly resembling an effective, composed, throwing quarterback yet. But if and when he decides, you know what, I'm just going to run. there are going to be some numbers put up in the league. I think, they want these guys to throw. I get it. So we'll see. We'll see what the Jags can do. Sports are so fun. They're so amazing. So lucky to have this job. Amazing how many people are interested in sports as kind of the foundation that this radio show, this radio station can thrive due to that interest in sports. And one of the great things about sports, that keeps us coming back.
Educate me.
Man, it doesn't matter how much you've watched, how much you've seen. It seems like every night there is something either amazing or original that's occurring. Last night's a perfect example. 509 yards passing for Kirk Cousins last night. That's an all-time Falcons record. Is that a Monday Night Football record? Or that's not Monday night. Probably a Thursday Night Football record.
It got to be.
Right, 509 yards. How many 500 yards? Give me the ET while I expound on one thing here. This magical majesty of sports. Look up the history of single-game passing leaders, right? I don't even know what the all-time record is. That's what is it, 600 something? I don't even know who has it. And in a passing prolific league where they get our attention so much, I think that says something. Man, it's just become so common for these guys to throw it around to the tune of 300-400 yards. You forget who. Like, I don't know what the record is. What is the total? Is it in the 5s or 6s?
5.
Is it 570 something?
564.
And it's give me a year.
I'm going to tell you, I just clicked out of it.
Okay.
It was 72 years ago.
Oh, good grief. So this is in the 50s? Is it, golly, who is that? Is that, it's not Norm Van Brocklin, is it?
It is Norm Van Brocklin.
Oh, that's a pull, boys.
My dog pulled it.
Yeah, go ahead and pull over 1,000 cars today at Southside and Bay Meadows and tell me how many get that one right.
Definitely Norm Van Brocklin.
Norm Van Brocklin is a former Falcons coach. When I was a kid, he was the Falcons coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, former Norm Van Brocklin was the Flying Dutchman. And there's also this, not a big dude.
Yeah.
I don't think Norm Van Brocklin was 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he did it while he was playing for the Rams.
Did he do it for the Rams?
Yeah.
I think he also may have played for the Eagles at some point. But so anyway, so how many 500-yard passers have there been?
Oh, way more than enough.
A ton?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd have to count this up.
Okay, so Kirk Cousins 509 cracks the 500. What's the most recent 500-yard passing game?
Okay, good one right there. Let's see. Dak did it. Big Ben. Yeah, it's a funny little list.
Dak did it, huh?
Yeah. But it's not. Oh, it is dated. Let's see. 2006, 2016. Derek Carr did it.
Wow. Yeah, I guess it does, man. These guys have them.
It's a passing league.
Yeah, it's a passing league for sure.
2017, Big Ben did it.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you get one about every few years, sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kirk Cousins does it last night. But, again, let me continue the point. The magic of sports and how – so – the Mets win last night. My guy's just got to be over the moon. It's good for him.
Yeah, he got to be.
Yeah, good for him. Wink, wink. But Peter Alonso hit a home run. Listen, I've called it on the Mets more than he has, right? That funeral he gave was real. A concession that this team just didn't have it. And yet they found this mojo. It happened. I pointed a date. They hit a home run on the same day Austin Riley got hurt. And I said, that's it. They're going farther than we are. I thought it meant we wouldn't even make the playoffs. Snuck in that way. But the Mets had this mojo going, man, where they're just never dead. Down 2-0 in the ninth inning yesterday. Peter Alonso, who they have just been banging on. He hadn't homered since September 19th. He had been in a dreadful slump since that home run. He's a free agent at the end of the year, and Mets fans are like, ugh, what a send-off this is for the polar bear. And Peter Alonso in the ninth inning, 2 runners on, down 2-0, homers to right. OMG. And the Mets, again, it's been the miracle Mets. But here is where the history comes in. This is unbelievable. In Major League Baseball postseason history, okay, of all the postseason games, all the magical postseason moments that have been made through the years, this is the first time in postseason history that someone has delivered with a go-ahead home run in the ninth inning or later with his team trailing. It's never happened. Never has a team trailed ninth inning or later and a player hit a go-ahead game-winning home run. That's hard to believe. I literally said, that's a lie. That's incredible. In a winner-take-all game. So a Game 7, a Game 5, a Game 3. In a winner-take-all playoff game in the postseason, Pete Alonso last night became the first ever to hit a go-ahead home run in the 9th inning or later with his team trailing. And I'm looking here at the Mets this season, and that checks out. Captain Kev and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. That's green for life. Look for those bright green chucks and cans and trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Saturdays in the South are made for football. Yes, but you can get the game day feeling on Friday night on the Bueller Air and Plumbing College Kickoff.
The big games, the big matchups.
Friday night at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay. Let's go!
Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-Game Friday. Brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Hello, I'm Jerry Holland, Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Are you ready for the presidential election? The clock is ticking. In Florida, you must register to vote 29 days before an election, which is Monday, October 7th. Please check your voter information before voting. If you've moved, visit us at northfloridavotes.com and update your address. Remember also, avoid the long lines on Election Day and vote early. Check your sample ballot for the nearest location. We'll see you at the polls.
16 years serving great craft beer in Jacksonville is saying something, and that's worth a round of applause. And Bold City Brewery is celebrating. Duval's oldest brewery is set up for a big party October 12th, and you don't want to miss it. All the details are at boldcitybrewery.com.
It's a Monday morning must.
We actually found it!
Yes. Hall of Fame Monday with Tony Baselli. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida. Monday mornings at 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the Drill on 1010XL.
It only takes a drop of water to cause someone to slip and fall, but it takes a lot more to prove that your injuries were the result of negligence. The store said the floor was dry. Our investigators learned that on the day of the accident, it had been raining.
So the next time it rained, we went back. And guess what? Rainwater was dripping from the ceiling exactly where our client was injured. When you're in for the fight of your life, investigators with 30 years of experience is a good thing. Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th, as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
The Florida Gators all season on 1010XL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, Custom Windows and Doors. Proud partner of the Florida Gators. And by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores, and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
All right, let's see what's happening out there on the water with the best in the business. He's Captain Kevin Favor. You hear him on the Forecast Show on Wednesday nights? Thursday nights? I miss it every week. Thursday night. I knew that.
Thursday night. Thursdays at 6.
And also the outdoor show tomorrow. I'm going to start with just a tinge of jealousy. It has nothing to do with here locally, but as you know, I watch a lot of not a lot. I watch some YouTube videos, and I watch surf fishing, and I watch them. I'm so jealous of the surf fishing they have in the Gulf, man.
They do.
God, it's awesome. I mean, they just go. I mean, they have these seas, and they just go. They can in the Gulf, man. The guys I watch at a certain day, different times. Just go. I mean, they're just pulling like 6-8 slot reds in one half, in just 3 hours from the surf. Well, it'd be flounder. They catch flounder in the surf. They catch, everything. It's really frustrating.
And the weather's usually beautiful.
It's just perfect. You can see. I mean, you can literally cast to schools of fish, and it just makes me. And when I'm at the Gulf, I don't see that. It's just plain old. Every time I go to the Gulf, Kevin, the weather's churned up, and it looks like I'm at Jack's Beach.
Yeah, it looks like chocolate water.
Exact same thing.
It was. Speaking of surf fishing, it was just a fabulous week this week to surf fish.
Okay.
I mean, the mullet are just pouring down the beach right now. As a matter of fact, it's kind of funny. I fished a couple days this week. I actually went down the beach in the boat, caught finger mullet, and fished in the surf. So kind of reverse surf fishing.
Did you? Were you catching?
Yeah, absolutely. Bluefish, lost some reds, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the reds are in the surf here. They're just maybe out a little bit further, and because it's just rough.
No, they're right in the surf right now.
Just golly.
But the mullet are right in the surf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hard to get them to bite dead shrimp if they've got mullet. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right. So, yeah.
Sounds like you need a cast net, throw one on there, maybe try something with a little bit of initiative.
You literally need a 5-gallon bucket, like a 5-foot cast net, and catch, I don't know, 10 or 12 and throw them in the bucket. You don't even need a little live well in there. Just there's so many mullet that if those die, just catch 10 more. I mean,
all right. I hope my fishing partner is up and listening this morning, and he may very well be. I'll just go ahead and tell him, let's shoot for 6:15 tomorrow morning, Chief. We'll roll 6:15 tomorrow morning. I'm talking to him. 6:15. You hear me?
6:15. Yeah. So it's supposed to start blowing a little bit. It's supposed to start more out of the east. I'm just telling you, on Tuesday, Jeff, you could have gone anywhere you wanted in a John boat. It was
wow. One of those, huh?
It was so hot. If you wouldn't have known it was October 1st, you would have thought it was July. I was like, and the fishing has just been phenomenal. I mean,
does that make it? Is it easier, harder to fish? I mean, not. I mean, does it affect things? Like if it's smooth or not, calm? You know what I mean?
You know, generally speaking.
I mean, I know it does for you. It's easier, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about for like the fish behavior.
Yeah,
does it change?
No. I much prefer to have some type of a breeze.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes. But with this time of year, and when I say that, you know, like if I was going to go, you know, sight casting for redfish at 7:00 in the morning, I want no wind.
Right.
You know, I want to be able to
see sure
everything, and you know, but those doldrums in you know at like 10:30 to noon just suck. I mean, it's terrible for everything, whether you're inshore fishing or offshore fishing. But you know, this time of year, no, you'll absolutely take no wind. I mean, it's fun. You know, these storms that come through like this. I wish that it never happened, but after they go through, the fishing's incredible. Always. I mean, it's never. It took it after Helene went through last Thursday. It took it to about Saturday for it to calm down. But I'm telling you, from Saturday to yesterday, fishing has been unreal. The red fishing, really nice flounder, big mangrove snappers, and all of this mostly is around the inlets. Tarpon fishing on the falling tide has been just incredible. So yeah, I think this is going to last a few more days, but then I think we're going to have our first really bad nor'easter starting next week, which is okay.
Okay, it kind of turns things. We talked about that.
That's right. It's going to turn things. The water temperature is going to drop. Let that.
We got a nice little period coming here the next three weeks or so. I mean, you're going to see a lot of what you've seen this week, is what I'd guess.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, exactly.
All right,
Let's get the water temperature down, get rid of these hurricanes, and enjoy our fall.
Love it. Outdoor show tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all be there. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
Got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, just
that's for damn sure.
Stay away from the Jags. Just do that. Don't let give Logham a break. Let Logs have an escape.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we got on his butt last weekend.
Yeah,
we were like, all we got to do is turn the TV off.
Yeah.
And I said, you got to be there.
Fair. Hey, there's others in that boat. Nod, wink, wink.
I know.
All right, Kev. Appreciate you, man. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you next week. Yeah, there he goes.
Have a great weekend.
That's Captain Kevin Faber. Jags fishing for a win. Offensive coordinator Press Taylor. There are some times where I don't know if the coaches or the players are any more frustrated than the fans, and sometimes I'd say the fans are more frustrated because we don't get to physical the frustration out of us. I mean, succeed or fail, at least you're doing something, even if it often ends in failure. And the topic that the Press Taylor was asked about almost exclusively ends in failure. It's been a problem for 2 or 3 years. What am I talking about, gang? I'm talking about short yardage. Can we please push some people around and make 3rd and 1 better than a 20%, proposition?
I mean, every situation is its own. So you're looking at a number of things. And that one, we decided to go to 11 personnel, spread them out, had a 5-man box, didn't work out for us. We want to go back to our process. How did that play get there? What did we expect? Did we rep it against certain looks? Did they play it a certain way? All those types of things. But that's different than, so we're going to get in big people and we're going to line up and we're going to run this play, kill it to that play versus certain looks. So, each situation is its own. We'll handle each one its own way. And we're always just trying to do what's best for our personnel against their personnel in the situation.
I think what we need is cattle prod behind that offensive line. It's getting really old seeing plays where they never win the battle in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of plays in the NFL, a team will have it at the 2-yard line. And a guy will run it up the middle, and the play will appear dead, and the offensive line, just with hell-bent determination, mans up and pushes the defense into the end zone for a touchdown, right? Y'all know the play. Happens every week. A lot of teams do it with regularity. We never do that. Our offensive line never finishes like a champion. Never. They get cockroached or pushed back or they trip. Come on, boys. Little spark in that jockstrap this Sunday. Beat somebody up, man. Our O-line gets pushed around. Dictated to. If you have the ball, 2nd and goal from the 2, knock them into the end zone. Game over. It's not hard. Or unless we're being taught to just dive at their knees or something ridiculously inefficient. Man up. It's pretty simple at this stage with those hogs up there. Man the bleep up, boys. Push someone around. It's the bread and butter of an offensive line. These are frustrating. Short yardage, red zone, it's all a problem. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball. And let's go to Ryan Nielsen, who is having his defense. Listen, a lot of times if you're, quote, preparing for 2 quarterbacks, there's really not that much of a difference. Offense is offense. Not in Indianapolis. I would imagine prepping for Joe Flacco is a lot easier. It may not be easier to stop him. It's probably easier than prepping for Anthony Richardson, and Ryan Nielsen has a defense that just so happens to be prepping for both.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's both really good players. And both present a different challenge. You got a guy who's played a ton of football over his career and won a lot of football games, and you got another guy who's starting out who's a phenomenal athlete and can throw the ball a mile. So it's a good test, and so we've got to be sound and have a couple of different calls for both guys up and be able to execute those calls. And if we see both with possibility, too, that we're preparing for, that, they both may play. So we'll have to adjust the game plan accordingly.
Falcons win on Thursday night. More NFL news, packaged for you in a football fix. That's when we return on a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Duck Rooter provides plumbing, septic, and air conditioning services across the First Coast. We have the ability to travel straight to you when you need it most. We have our community covered. Duck Rooter technicians are your neighbors, friends, and family. We know you best. Understand what sets us apart from the rest. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com.
Man, if you love fantasy football and playing the projections, if you haven't discovered the Underdog Fantasy app, what have you been waiting on, man? Best time of year again. Football season's here. I know how much you love fantasy football. And last year with the Underdog app, over 1 million fans got into the game. Listen, I love Underdog. It's easy. I just like the setup, man. I almost had a winner last night. Hit 3 out of 4. I like the way your money ratios up depending on how many of the projections you play. Underdog is super fun to play, easy to get started. Go to that easy-to-use mobile app. You'll see. Or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with the promo code Prosser, and Underdog will give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code Prosser. Claim your new customer offer of a mystery special, plus a first-time deposit offer of $1,000 in bonus cash. Listen, I don't play a lot. It's fun to play. I don't play big money. So if you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org. Terms apply.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Can you believe they've been cleaning carpets in Jacksonville now for 20 years? Dave Benyon, his family and staff are so grateful of things and appreciate you, their great customers. In fact, October's birthday month for Zero Res. So what are we doing for customers? Just say happy birthday, Zero Res, and we'll give you $50 off. That's $50 off carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, or area rugs. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
If your favorite colors are orange and green, stay close to South Beach this season.
Your source for weekly Canes news and nuggets on 1010XL is the Hurricane Report.
Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Fall in Florida. The leaves may not be coming down,
But the prices are at Beard's Diamonds.
It's the buy one, get one on wedding band sale.
All stackables, all right-hand rings, all eternity bands, and more are buy one, get one free.
That's at St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jags' 0-4 start has the defense under scrutiny. Defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen wants to maintain the course.
There's a fine balance of not pressing too hard, but staying positive with it and, stay in the course.
Quarterback Trevor Lawrence is remaining focused through the frustration of an 0-4 season thus far.
It's never fun. You have to be very thick-skinned, and you have to be just persistent.
JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday. Let them do the driving with multiple locations around town and passes starting at just $10 on the MyJTA app. To learn more, visit JTAFLA.com. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
always thought that well-humored couple exchanging vows where they asked the newlyweds to come up and dance to their wedding song. They should bust this one out for old mom and dad.
Oh, yeah?
You see mom and dad and granny be like, what? What's this? Huh? Why? I thought they were going to do Luke Combs.
Timeless music, Jeffrey.
Oh, yeah. This is my era here now. This is the 80s.
I'm vibing this all day.
Oh, man. This song don't get old now. Tell them, Marvin. All right, we're back here on a GFL Friday, headed towards game day. Magic in the postseason happen. I guess it's the reiteration of the Miracle Mets down 2-0 in the ninth. The guy we're just about ready to just cut bait with. Peter Alonso, former Gator, been in a terrible slump. It's amazing how they know, E. If you watch the highlight of that home run that Alonso hit.
No, I haven't yet.
Okay, if you watch it, and because he hits it to right field, so that's not I get it. Sometimes when you catch a ball going to left, man, I just hit that thing to the stars.
Okay.
But this ball really didn't get out by much. He hit it to right field. It was kind of a line in between a line drive and a fly ball, and it didn't. I mean, it like 5 feet, maybe 10 feet. I mean, it wasn't just a no doubter, but man, he knew as soon as he hit it. Like that's how I knew that ball was gone when he hit it. He swung. In line one out towards right field, and as soon as he did it, he was like, yeah!
He felt that.
He knew this, and it didn't, and that's how I knew it was a home run. If you just looked at the trajectory of the pitch, it did not look like necessarily a home run shot. But, buddy, I knew it was going to be because of Alonso's reaction. I mean, that bat wasn't over the second baseman's head when he reacted. And it wasn't out by a mile, man. You talking about when you know, you know. One other bit of baseball news. Terry Francona is coming back now as the Cincinnati Reds manager. Hey, it's a good pull for the Reds. Francona comes out of retirement after a whopping 1 year. He left after 2023. Listen, Reds got some talent. They're young. The Guardians, Francona was with Guardians for 11 years. He won 2 World Series managing the Red Sox, including the one that snapped that 86-year title drought. All right, let's take a bebop around the league, shall we? We call it a football fix, brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. There's the coach of the dream team, and it's the assurance you need when things go wrong. And, man, we are just right in the middle of it, right? Home, life, business, auto. An industry very volatile, and Mandy will give you the peace of mind to know that you are in the best situation you can be, and it's Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. And don't forget about my friends at the home course. Get out and tee it high, let it fly this weekend at the home course, Julington Creek Golf Club. Best value in golf. I'll tell you what, let it fly last night. Kirk Cousins, Falcons franchise record, 509 yards passing, including an overtime strike, which is some dude named Kadarrell Hodge, in because Drake London, who had a big night, was out at the moment injured. And so the touchdown in overtime gives Atlanta a 36-30 win. Cousins was the story, and what great timing. You know who they put into their Ring of Honor last night at halftime?
It wasn't the owner.
Matty Ice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Matt Ryan went into to the ring last night, or whatever the birds call it. Maybe it's a nest. And here is Kirk Cousins shattering the franchise all-time passing. It was probably, if I had to guess, it was probably Matt Ryan who held it.
Probably.
Right, I'm trying to think back through the years. Mike Vick was certainly a great athlete.
He ain't throw for 500.
Shoot, no.
If anything, he ran for it.
Now, back in the day, Steve Bartkowski put up some numbers.
About Chandler, was he a big?
Yeah, Chris Chandler. But I don't know if those guys got 450. But 509 last night, a franchise record. On the night that they honored Matt Ryan. Rashee Rice to IR will miss at least 4 weeks, so the Chiefs and the trade rumors when it comes to receivers will remain thick and strong.
I actually have it pulled up, Jeff.
Okay.
Back in 2016, Matt Ryan threw for 503 against the Carolina Panthers.
So he has a 500-yarder. It took 509 to break it. So, yeah, I'm right.
Yep.
Matt Ryan, on the night that he's honored, sees his franchise passing record.
One that you didn't think would have got broken like that.
Right. I'm going to give a credit to the Panthers fans for realizing you can't follow the Slee Stack. He'll take you to death and poor choices, and everyone will consider you the jackass that the Slee Stack is if you model after the behavior of Panthers owner David Tepper. Tepper's the Slee Stack, and I call him that because that's what he looks like, who threw a drink on a Jaguars fan here after we whipped Carolina's butt and sent him home, and then hid behind his wealth and his privilege and his title and lied about it. So just a disgusting first act, and then an unsurprising lack of accountability from the Slee Stack. So there was a game in Carolina over the weekend where the NFL was investigating that a Carolina fan threw a drink on Bengals running back Chase Brown. Thankfully, though, the Panthers fans, much better people than their owner, it's learned that it was an absolute accident. The drink got knocked off and spilled, and no one threw a drink on him like the Slee Stack, the Panthers owner, did here in Jacksonville last year. Land of the lost. I always love this. The NCAA is the most toothless dog that's ever barked at you. But I love when these jackasses come put sanctions on NFL coaches. Like we saw it earlier, Jim Harbaugh has been given a show cause notice by and Harbaugh sitting in an NFL throne, making about 20 a year, just, away peasants. And now the NCAA, they're come down on Antonio Pierce. Slapped with an 8-year show cause order because of violations when he was at Arizona State. I mean, the only thing is that Antonio Pierce is the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. And the NCAA would not amount to a fly on a pile of NFL footballs. That's a football fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the home course, the Joint Creek Golf Club, best value in golf. And my friend, All-State Agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Back with more next. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a lot more to it than a tight spiral and an accurate pass.
Everyone agrees that playing quarterback is the hardest thing to do in sports.
Denny Thompson is the Quarterback Whisperer. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet. Friday mornings on The Drill. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety. There is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
It's your boy E.T., and if you can't make it to the game, come watch the game with me. I'll be at Mr. Chubby's Fleming Island this Sunday. $9 pitchers, the best wings in town, and the NFL package on all them TVs. They got 19 TVs, so you won't miss a thing. I'll be giving out swag from 1010XL and Mr. Chubby. It's going to be a party. Make sure you come say hi. $9 pitchers this Sunday, 1 p.m. Colts Jags, Mr. Chubby's Wings in Fleming Island. Proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, somebody.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Every Friday night in every town in America, communities come together for a time-honored tradition.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's about that time of year you can use a little extra cash. Holidays are coming. Settling in for a 2025 budget. Lower mortgage rates are here, and thanks to the Fed and Loan Pronto, you can take advantage. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.59% APR. It's the lowest in 2 years. So whether you got your loan last month or last year at undoubtedly a higher rate, time to call Loan Pronto, dump that high rate loan, and lock in at a lower rate. Fast. That's simple. Virtually no paperwork, usually no appraisals. No limit on how many times you can refi. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Use this opportunity. Get cash out, wipe out your credit cards, or maybe get a refi. 50, 75, 100 grand or more out of your home and use it to pay off your high interest debt. End up with just one low monthly payment. VA Streamline loans also available with Loan Pronto. Purchase loans? Yep, they got them. Call now. Get your rate quote in 5 minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees. That's Loan Pronto. 999-1508.
Going on from a great round to a round with your buds, soaking up some football and great grub. Every Saturday and Sunday at Southampton, enjoy their game day special. Wings tossed in your favorite sauce and a cold pitcher of beer. Membership opportunities to take advantage of, too. Join Southampton with a paid initiation, and you'll get a $500 gift card. Perfect for golf, pro shop purchases, or the clubhouse. Check it out. It's all happening at the Golf Club of Southampton.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
3D Digital has you covered for any of your business's digital marketing needs. From producing award-winning videos to getting those digital ads to follow your customers around the internet, our team has your back. Visit 3ddigital.com or give us a call at 904-712-4004 to schedule a free consultation today. 904-712-4004.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hey gang, Hicken here. The sun is back, and when the sun is back in the Sunshine State, we need to take steps to protect our skin from the sun. That's why I'm telling you from my friends at Beaches Dermatology, 2 of the best dermatologists in the area, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. They've been taking care of me for years, man, and they have kept my skin going good and being healthy. And if I have anything, they take it right off, and I appreciate it. There's Dr. Fader there with the Mohs surgery as well. And they just want to remind you, man, you got to protect yourself from the sun. You got to wear a floppy hat, a long sleeve dry fit, sunscreen, whatever it takes. Man, don't be fooled as the temperatures get a little bit cooler. And if you do have anything on your body that seems a little out of the ordinary, just go get it checked out at Beaches Dermatology. Real easy to get a hold of online at beachesdermatology.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. The Florida offensive line has been a concern thus far this season. Head coach Billy Napier revealed his plans for the offensive line rotation heading into their matchup against UCF. It appears he has settled on a starting 5 anchored by captain and center Jake Slaughter. FSU head coach Mike Norvell is expecting the Clemson defense to be formidable.
Yeah, I mean, they're talented. They're talented at all levels. I mean, I think the defensive line, the forcing unit, Barrett Carter's one of the
best linebackers, in the country. He does a really good job sideline to sideline, blitzing.
High school football this week will feature a number of significant matchups. Rockledge at Mandarin, Beachside at Tokoi Creek. The undefeated Reigns will host rival Ribault and the Northwest Classic on Saturday afternoon. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 6:59 and it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
You know it!
Friday, getting down on
Sweet Friday! Emotion, please. Hey! Ho! Hey, ho!
Ho!
Go Friday! Go Friday! Go Friday! You dancing with Friday?
You know I'm dancing with Friday.
Oh!
Friday over there doing that little thing where she shake that little, okay.
Oh, sweet Friday. Woo!
I believe the kids call that twerking.
Yeah! Give me another round!
Let's go then!
Celebrate!
Oh, he happy.
Oh!
You don't get it yet.
Oh!
I get it.
He gets it. That never happens to us. Never.
Braves fan just called, said he saw it Monday.
Woo. Wow. It's never happened in the history of postseason baseball. Where in the ninth inning, someone hits a home run to turn a deficit into a lead. Yeah, in a clinching game.
And it happened to your Mets, huh?
It happened to the New York Metropolitans.
Alonzo, huh?
The polar bear, who I said awful things about last night.
Just yesterday.
Awful.
Oh, man.
Awful.
Okay, on to the Phillies.
I apologized. That might have been $100 million home run for Pete
Will they keep him
Alonso.
just for that? That's
I mean,
one or the
just
other.
for that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they should. Yes.
Well, it depends on where they go. You'll probably feel different if the season ends quick. If it does.
What?
Well, I'm just saying. That's going to take more than that. If Alonso now promptly goes with a 1 for 20 against the Phillies, you won't be singing that tune. But as a huge homer, I felt good for him.
That was great.
Well, I didn't feel good for him, but good for him.
When did you see? Were you watching the Falcon game?
I watched I watched the game. I watched the baseball game.
It was.
I watched it till the end.
I was sitting there in a
bad week for closers.
Just sitting there watching, and I was okay. I mean, when we won game one, that got you going again. Like every time you get to a step, it's like, man, it's been such a great year, unexpected. And then you're so I wasn't like angry. I was just kind of sad. And, we get to the ninth, and I say, Brooks, is the closer coming? Yeah, he's coming in. I said, oh, boy. And the guy's, like, unhittable, right?
He's very good.
And then
Devin Williams.
Yeah, and then Lindor works out a terrific at-bat, works out a walk. Murph's always like, you just need a base runner.
It's a rally. A base runner's a rally in the
postseason,
postseason, especially if you're within 2 runs.
You got to have a base runner. So we got one up. And then Vientos was waving at pitches. No chance to hit him. And I'm like, okay. And so it's 1 out, run on first, and then Nimmo gets a hit. Now we got something going here. First and third, and Pete comes up. And I go, figures it comes down to Pete. And he works the count 3-1. And I don't think Devin Williams had given up a home run on the changeup the whole year. And he just had it up. It wasn't an awful pitch. It was up just a little bit. And Pete said he was looking for a little bit up. And he knew as soon as he hammered it, I got out of my seat and we go,
the kids are always on the phone is ahead of the game. And they get alerts and things like that. So Brooks's eyes got real big, and then the pitch came, and then off it went, and the neighborhood was awakened, I guess is the best way to say it. So my poor mother-in-law who's staying with us had gone to bed.
Find out what it's all about.
Yeah. And so then the texts all start coming, and I know it's the Mets. So 3-2 is great, but it ain't over, right? I just saw that Monday. And so we get another run, though, and it was great for Winker because they're just killing him there, booing him, and he's just such a dirt dauber, man. And so then he gets the insurance run. Sure enough, Phillies, and I say, who's pitching the ninth? It's Pete Peterson. Oh, gosh. And first guy up gets a base hit. First guy, and then bottom of the ninth. I'm like, good gosh. And we had dubbed Terang and Churio Satan 1 and 2 because those guys were like 6 for 11 in the series.
Yeah, every time they were up there, they were
we
hitting.
couldn't get the
Churio
guy.
is the young guy that they paid a lot of money before he
Yes.
played a game, which has become somewhat trendy.
Yes.
That's why the Braves, free agency is not a thing for Atlanta.
Right.
For the next couple of years. They got all their nucleus locked up.
And so we get an out, and then Terang hits into the double play, and all heck breaks loose at the Hicken household. And
You have the most important thing in the postseason, and I know it's hard to grasp that. It's almost easier to see and feel this from the outside. It validates it more than your own fan base does. You got that mojo deal, man. I've been sensing this crap for 3 months, Hick. I'm not just playing a radio bit here. You got that mojo. It's important. And the Mets fit right in that stinking category of team that's had success lately. They've gone to the World Series from the National League. Look at them all. Arizona was under 500 in August.
Yeah.
The Braves won the World Series under 500 in August.
Yeah.
The Phillies were a wild card that went all the way to the World Series. That's how it's gone in the National League. The Dodgers and Braves, the heavyweights, went back-to-back 2020 and 2021. And the last, 22 and 23 were that. And now, the Mets would – listen, if baseball goes according to form, you look forward to a rematch of your 2015 World Series. Because that's who's been going. It won't be the Yankees or the big bad Guardians or the Phillies or the Dodgers. Nope, it'll be, the Mets and the Tigers.
Yeah.
That's how the postseason have been playing out and how you would hope they would. And, baseball probably roots for a Dodgers-Yankees series.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you got that mojo. Just keep showing up time again. So, it's real.
Yeah.
At least it's real.
Just
I hate. Look, on my own team, I hate it. So when it's the other team, I can't stand it. It drives me away even further than natural abhorrence. I hate the little dancey, crappy stuff. I've always have.
Mm-hmm. What are you referring to?
The salsa song and the grimace, just all that stuff. That's partial, right? I know this is where I'm right on brand. I'll scream at the clouds. I hate it when my team does it.
We thrive on it.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
I just, I hate it. But, hey, whatever.
It was just an epic.
Sure.
Epic.
Yeah, it's
epic.
Very memorable when you win.
Epic night. So it's just, it's unbelievable. And you're right. 2 of the biggest home runs in franchise history within 4 days of each other. And the guy on MLB Network last night was great. He goes, and he's right. He goes, all right. Looks at the camera and he goes, all right. Talking to you Mets fans. I'm going to say this. And then I'm going to be quiet for 10 seconds. But every one of you who have been dog cussing Pete Alonso, he goes, right now, I want you to say, I'm sorry, Pete Alonso. I'm going to be quiet. He just stared at the camera.
Who said that?
The guy, MLB host.
Oh.
On MLB Network.
Oh, yeah, the one dude. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, he's right. He was feeling the wrath of everybody. And he stayed positive, and to his credit, he came through. So he got his Met moment, and it's just been fantastic. And if we can somehow get a split in Philly, Game 3 Tuesday night will be epic.
A surprise over in the National League, the Dodgers have named Max Fried their Game 1 starter.
Oh, already?
Yeah, he didn't do too well last time, Dodgers. Good luck.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, good luck against the Pod Squad. Those 5 through the first 2 innings, not exactly the swan song we were hoping out of the lefty.
That's going to be a
I don't care. That's
knockdown, drag-out series.
Oh, yeah. Padres are the best team right now.
I know.
I think. course, my humble opinion, they're all four good. They're all four all four.
Yeah.
If you're power ranking by talent, the Mets would be fourth. If you were power ranking by mojo and momentum, they'd be one, and everybody else would be like three levels below.
Padres are up there.
Yeah, they don't have that kind of thing, though.
No, they had a lot of comeback wins.
I guess the difference, though, Hicken, with all due respect, they're a lot better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, so like the Braves had that last year. They call all these comebacks. That wasn't their mojo. They're just a big, everybody could hit.
Yeah.
That Padres lineup is no fun, dude.
No.
You never rest. That Higgins, Shiwaka, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the 8-hitter. He homers every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're annoying. I think they'll beat the Dodgers.
They very well
The Dodgers
could.
pitching's issue. It's an issue for sure.
They very well could. All right, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, offering a 2.99% interest rate year one, 15 locations in the Jacksonville area. Tom Coughlin's going into the Pride this Sunday. What was Tom's best move off the field while he was in Jacksonville? Was it trading for Brunell? Was it drafting Baselli first? Was it dealing Rob Johnson to Buffalo to draft Freddie T with the 9 pick? Or was it establishing the J Fund? Tom Coughlin's best move off the field while in Jacksonville. As we celebrate Tom Coughlin.
Listen, it's not it's kind of the boring answer, but it's
no question.
It's a no-brainer, J Fund.
No question.
That's changing people's lives, not scoring touchdowns or protecting the passer.
Okay.
So I hope people. That's one I really wish they'd go 100-0 on.
Yeah, they did.
I know they did.
But it's okay.
I know they did. They're thinking in terms of sports,
Sure.
and so it's almost a separate category.
Yeah,
but if you really want to know, that's the only real impact Tom Coughlin made in Jacksonville. You hear me? Like real lifetime matters. People change lives.
I just feel like I couldn't put that in.
Yeah,
or
I
I
hear
couldn't do it without mentioning it. So, and it's
let's focus on what you said.
Of the other three.
It really is the trade for Brunell. The Jags never get off to that start without him. As great as Tony and Fred and those guys are.
Interesting. And what do you think, E? Like, I know you say J Fund, but if it was one of the other three, what would you pick?
Trade with Bills to draft Freddie T.
Okay. Well, that's the leader, 21.2.
That's crazy.
Trading for Brunell, 18.3. Drafting Baselli first, 15.8. Establishing the J Fund, 44.7.
It's strange because Fred had less teams. The team had less Fred success than the other. He was part of that first process. That surprises me.
It's just because the love. You just feel like the love for Freddie T in Jacksonville is just overwhelming.
Yeah, and that's fair. And that's also a somewhat generational thing, right? Because Fred's around for a large portion of the fan base, that weren't around making memories in the early mid-90s. So anyway, there's no bad answer there.
Yeah.
What did the J Fund get? Out of curiosity.
44.
Oh, so it did get the most. Okay, good.
By
well,
far.
that's nice.
Yeah. So anyway, you can vote at Dan Hicken. It's brought to you by Dream Finders Homes. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more information. They want to help you buy that home, especially if you're a first-time homeowner. They will really help and assist you. And just tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you, and you'll be glad you did. So check that one out.
This is how fast it changes in the NFL. This is why you don't give up on talent, no matter who it is you're worried about.
Right.
This is headline column on ESPN yesterday previewing the Thursday night game. You ready for the headline?
Okay.
Kirk Cousins doesn't look right. Kyle Pitts can't get open. What's wrong with the Falcons offense, and can it even be fixed?
When was that?
Yesterday. Yesterday's column. The first play of the game, Kyle Pitts went for about 50. Kirk Cousins threw for a franchise record 509. And, apparently it can be fixed. This just kind of speaks to, and it's natural. You only got 17 times to react. You may as well go all in with any and every reaction. But if you got some talent, you can turn it around. And that's what we need a lot of Jaguars to do.
Yes.
Because you can write the same column. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars offense doesn't look right. Receivers can't get open. What's wrong with the Falcons, with the Jaguars offense, and can it even be fixed?
Right.
That's a fair question going into Sunday's game.
Right. Yeah,
Here's hoping we can have a half of that success. Although the 17 points, we get that easy. So
yeah.
We're good at getting 17 a game now. You need 17, call us.
And you're right. Think about, Kirk Cousins threw for 500 yards last night.
He had 800 before the game. He had 200.
You had told me he was horrible
in the first game. Well, you know what? They put him exclusively in the shotgun because of the Achilles, and he was so bad. They said, "Listen, Achilles, you're not. We got to because he's play action king.
Okay.
That's his strength. He's got to be under center. He's so much better under center, and they moved him now back.
And by
under
the way,
center.
if you're a Bucs fan, you got screwed last night.
You want the penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They screwed him.
I was asleep by then, so I don't know.
There was a face mask. They didn't call. I mean, it was blatant. It was like, and it moved him back because it should have been offsetting, I think, or something like that.
And again, moved him back, and they had to punt instead of getting a field goal.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's just you can't miss stuff like that. Now, again, I'm just saying this for Bucs fans because it has to be mentioned.
Well, there was a play early in the game where Terrell ran right through Mike Evans. I mean, it was just a third down conversion, no big deal, but it was interference. You can't just shank the guy but I don't care because the Falcons got screwed by the Chiefs, Dan. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so it evens. I guess that's the argument. It evens out. They stole it from them. That was interference in the end zone.
Yeah, it's true.
So
that's true.
Falcon fan ain't giving nothing back.
No. But the bigger issue was how good Kirk Cousins was. 509 yards.
So open, too, Dan. Could you see him open? What happened to the Tampa 2 defense?
But I felt like, and again, I didn't watch much of it. I flipped it on long after the Mets were done. I think I saw most of the fourth quarter, but also I was still, soaking in Met stuff on
of course.
On internet.
Absolutely.
But some of the things I read was like even the touchdown pass, the guy, I mean, it was a great throw, but it was just missed being picked. I read that Cousins could have, I think he threw 2, but they were saying he could have had 5.
He had 1. Four touchdowns, 1 pick.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, anyway, but he was terrific. So, and it's a great win. It evens things up in that South, and it's going to be Falcons, Bucs, Saints. Suddenly, it's the NFC South that is not as bad as you thought, and the AFC South that is not doing much.
Yeah, it's
the NFC South.
Kind.
The NFC South has 3 good teams, Jeff.
Good teams.
Yeah.
And I tell you what,
they're good.
When the Falcons season started, you had to be this tall to ride that ride.
Yeah.
I mean, look what they've done. Week 1 against Pittsburgh, it went down to the final moments. They lost 18-10, driving, trying to score a 2-pointer. Then they had the Monday night game. Remember the fourth quarter drive by Kirk Cousins? Mm-hmm. They had 102 passing yards through 3 quarters of that game. So they had started incredibly slow. He got hot in the fourth.
Right.
Then they had the Kansas City game. Mm-hmm. They lost by 5, and that ended inside the red zone. Then they had the Saints game that won the last game on a 58-yard field goal, and now last night an overtime touchdown. That's the Falcons season. They don't build that ride at Disney.
And I don't know if you can. Did you see the end of regulation? So there's 12 seconds. They have no timeouts.
Yeah, and they barely got the spike off.
And I said, if I were the Bucs, I would cover the edges. And not and let them have something over the middle, and they did, and they must know they could do it in 11 seconds.
Yeah, they know exact time, don't they?
If they execute, but they had to execute.
Yeah, and
the ref can't slip because he has to spot the ball.
What happened?
And the ref ran in. The center put it on the hash. The ref ran in, ran by, reached down, and just touched it and got out of the way.
Yeah, that's how you should do it.
Yeah,
especially when they're trying to.
Yeah,
my favorite is at the end of the game. I saw this in the
and the Bucs guys kind of you got to lay on the guy after you tackle him a second or two.
You got to step in the way of the ref.
Yes.
Impede his
Yes, you got to do everything you can do to make them stop the clock without grabbing them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But it was that was a good win for Atlanta. So, all right, we got to take a break. We're just warming up. We got a lot to do today. We got the Friday 5-pack. We've got Denny. It's all happening right here on a Friday edition of The Drill.
This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, it's set up nicely for the Jacksonville Jaguars to go and find themselves a victory on Sunday at home on a day where they honor Tom Coughlin as he goes into the pride of the Jaguars. I suggest from 1 to 4, the Jaguars show a little pride and find a way to get a win over the Colts, get off the schneid, get a feel-good Sunday around here, and just try to get things rolling in a positive manner against an AFC South foe. You get a double horn with your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. The job market is hot at Lift Power. Looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Lift Power benefits, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years, and we want you to be part of our family. Do not let this opportunity slip by. You can learn more at livepower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jags coach Doug Peterson joins the Frangie Show.
That's the exciting part about it.
Coach Speaks. Fridays at 4:05.
Number one prized possession on the field is the football.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors on 1010XL.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. More than 5 million active members. It's Prize Picks. Listen, it's real easy. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll on in. And when the picks hit, which they usually do, you get your money in as quick as 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. I like to make Sunday fun day, and you can too. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JAX. Get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks. $50 when you just play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and DC 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank NA, member FDIC.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2025. Saturday, April 5th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena.
The sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy Subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy. And do it today.
There are trucks, then there's the truck, GMC Sierra, with available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. With manufacturer incentives and Nimnik discounts, you won't find deals like Nimnik's anywhere else in Jacksonville. Who's got more new Sierras at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks GMCs in Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. Shop 24/7 at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. So remember, for the best trucks around, it's nobody but Nimnik. You can shop at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit that terrific showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hunters Know Patience is part of the game.
Just got to keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnik Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Can you believe they've been cleaning carpets in Jacksonville now for 20 years? Dave Benyon, his family and staff are so grateful of things and appreciate you, their great customers. In fact, October's birthday month for Zero Res. So what are we doing for customers? Just say happy birthday, Zero Res, and we'll give you $50 off. That's $50 off carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, or area rugs. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
You bet.
Sports concepts and rationalizations is called the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we'd like to hand out a prize pack. Razzle dazzle us, please, sir.
I got a $30 gift card. $30 gift card
Come
to
on.
Showtime Sports
Come
Cards
on.
and Collectibles. Showtime is the best place in town for all your sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They open 7 days a week. They're off of Phillips Highway at the intersection of Phillips and Shad Road.
Friday's officially a pain in my butt.
Why's
And I
that?
have to- I just haven't been having phone issues, and now I got this like insert SIM card notice that keeps firing up on my phone and shutting it down.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, phones don't even have SIM cards anymore, do they? I don't know what this means. It's just a disaster. I can't make calls. I can't get text. It's just setting me back, and
Oh, no.
I'm annoyed. If you want to feel better about Trevor Lawrence, or at least hear a perspective of a Hall of Fame quarterback, I thought Kurt Warner was complimentary as he could be for a quarterback who's struggling, and some paths that he sees for Trevor Lawrence, and how much he still likes about him and what he thinks he should do to maybe get things turned around. So there's a listen for you. I think it was on NFL Network yesterday.
I like that. I feel good about the Jags.
Oh, good. I'm glad it turned the corner a little bit. It took a while this time.
Well, I feel like they're going to win Sunday is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about the team
I told
overall,
you
but-
yesterday, I do. I feel a lot better about the team than they played, and I think just a couple of things here and get some mo behind them, but it'll get away. You can't win. I think if they here's, I guess, my hope.
Yes.
I shouldn't say I think. This is all just a hope. My hope is there's enough winning DNA from the last couple of years still in this team that if they could get a couple of wins, they could turn things around, and then suddenly it seems more realistic that you could have been 2-2 or 3-1 if you win some games. As long as you're 0-4, 0-5, talking about how you should be 2 wins, 3 wins, it sounds really dumb. Yeah. Right? You're losing. You're that team that finds a way to lose. Every loser team in the league can find 7 games that they, quote, could have won.
That's fair.
Had a lead. Did the Bucs think they should have won last night? You think the Bucs think they should have beat Denver when they lost 10-9? Of course.
Yeah.
It's every team. You got to just winning. I'm with you. I'm even a little bit more bullish. I think we're about to go on a little bit of run here. And if they, again, one at a time, I'm not taking anything for granted. But if they could win one and then another, if they could somehow come back home 3-4, we talked about this.
Yeah.
I think we'll all have at least a different sense of urgency going into a game. If they're not at least 3-4, then the urgency is gone, and it's just frustrating.
Right. So anyway, we'll see. We'll be there Sunday. There's look. It's time. Now we'll see. I don't know, but it sounds stupid when I'm sitting here confident that an 0-4 team is going to win a football game, but I am. I don't know why. I just am.
Yeah. I think your feeling is shared. I mean, I think that's what most expect. And I'll remind everyone, it's exactly what I expected when Cleveland came to town in week 2.
Yeah.
I don't feel any different about this game than I felt about Cleveland. I thought the Jags would handle a Cleveland team that doesn't have Nick Chubb, that doesn't have this, that, or the other, and a Cleveland team that we've seen not win a game outside the one they won here.
100%.
So, yeah, I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm not sure Anthony Richardson isn't as good as Deshaun Watson.
What about sports concepts and rationalizations? Tito coming back to skipper baseball. I worry about my man. He's battled health issues and such, right?
Yeah, but that's why I thought he had to take some time off when he was with the Guardians. He stepped away from the team for a while, and then it's a poor look to me when a guy resigns or retires from a job and then takes another one a year later. I mean, unless the Guardians don't care, maybe they don't. Their skip's doing just fine.
I don't think they care, but he did a great job at Cleveland.
Didn't do as good a job as you think.
No.
He's still living off those 2 World Series titles in Boston.
Thought he got him
55% winning percentage.
But he got him to the playoffs
6 times in 11 years.
We'll see.
Yeah. I just read his story.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see exactly what he did. Hold on. This is not the same one.
55 winning percentage is pretty good, too, in
good.
baseball.
It's pretty good. But they've had no success. They've made no deep runs. Did they go to one CS with him? I don't think they
lost
did.
the World Series to the Cubs.
Oh, yeah. That was with Tito. Yeah, that's fair. He was, I guess, since then, because that's right. He had just won one with Boston, hadn't he? When did he take over? He was there 11 years, so no, it's a lot longer. He got there in 13.
Gosh, he was in Cleveland longer than in Boston.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
So that's why I'm saying he's not his success. What made Terry Francona, is the Boston success.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I'm the Reds, sign me up. This is a proven winner. He makes the Reds a lot more dangerous. In fact, I'm not sure I wouldn't pick the Reds to win the Central.
I know. It's again though. The Central is it's the American League Central this year, but they're pesky. They're pesky. The Central guys.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, the way and I'm reminded by the way we were going through what the recent path for World Series teams and winners has been. Let's don't forget that not just the Diamondbacks, but the Rangers had imploded. They may have been under 500 in August.
Mm-hmm.
The teams that have found success in the postseason have been the teams that have gotten on a roll. For something about them has become, and whether it's mojo or a dominant pin or a Daniel Murphy homering 7 straight games. Those teams that have that quote mojo, they have something.
He's the kind of guy. Francona is a baseball guy. I'm pretty sure Francona, when he was managing the Indians, lived in a hotel right next to the stadium, and just went back and forth during the season. I think.
Okay.
I mean, I think you just walk to the ballpark and or on a scooter or whatever. And
I'd like that job.
What, manage?
Yeah. And to live right next to the stadium and walk over to the game. But I would like to manage. I would leave right now to manage a Major League Baseball team if
you're available?
I'm available.
Okay.
And I'll do it for $1 million.
Okay.
That's all. That's all it'll take. Mm-hmm. And I can win within 3 games of whoever you choose. Not that hard.
I think it would be.
I count on my GM. I count on my scouting staff. Let me manage the game inside because I see you done it. Now, I would also get kicked out of 80 games a year, so that might hurt. I'd literally get kicked out every day. Let's go to there he is again. For the 4th time this week, Brave skipper Jeff Prosser has been booted from the game.
Major League record. They call him Steamboat. Watch the steam.
Yeah, and I would never, by the way, claim that I could coach. In the NFL, I wouldn't even want to coach in the NBA.
You think you could manage a Major League Baseball team?
Yeah, 100%. 100 million, 1,000, trillion%. And you're making it a lot harder with that little cheeky grin you got. This is some bold proclamation.
Because this is the part I'm thinking about.
Okay, all right. Run something by me.
Okay.
That would make me.
All right. Let's go down to Buster Only. He's with skipper Jeff Prosser.
How you doing, Buster? Good to see you.
Good,
love you.
Coach.
You hate those Mets, don't you?
Hey, yeah. Jeff.
Sure.
What are you seeing from your pitcher here in the first couple innings?
Giving up too many hits, dude. What are you seeing?
What pitch is working?
Yeah.
What pitch isn't working?
Listen, man, I'm the manager. Talk to the pitching coach, bro. I'll send him out there when I feel he's in trouble.
But that's the part I mean.
That's not that. You're making it way too technical. How can I tell? You can tell when a guy's got his stuff. You can tell it on TV.
Oh, he's leaving his splitter up.
That's all semantics. That's like when you ask a coach, well, we read the ZYX Blast 23L. Call it all you want.
See, like, and again,
that's why you have,
it would be fun, but I don't think you could do it.
All right.
Because listen,
I think you count on the listen. I don't need to know all that stuff.
Okay, well, you got to say that,
right?
Then. Well, they're going to say yes, you do.
Who? I'm going to talk to my
media,
hey, bro. Hey, man, Kranitz, what's going on with this dude?
Is Murphy going to be your hitting coach?
Sure. Come on, Murph. Man, listen, this is a pet peeve of mine.
Murph would be my
This
bench
ain't rocket
coach.
science, dude. I'm not.
I understand.
This isn't I could complete a pass in the NFL, if you know what I'm talking about. This isn't that. Yeah, this is not
I believe that.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Well, I don't care when it was. A long time ago benefits this job I'm taking more than hurts. 35-year-old? No. That would be way overstating it.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you. Give me a year. I'll do it for free for the first year, and if I go 500, you pay me $10 million a year.
It just changed. Here's the thing.
I want it for $1 million. Give me 3 years, $1 million a year, and we'll win a title. And then I'll do some, what's it called? I'll be an influencer.
He's not made to be a manager.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Baseball's not that hard.
He would explode on the media like once a week.
I'd be fun.
And
I'd be can't miss.
Because you got to meet with him daily.
Good.
Man.
Come on.
Oh, but you're right. He'd be can't miss for sure.
You know what? You're way overstating that. I most certainly would not. I would not explode on the media every day.
But you would be can't miss.
Once you start to feel comfortable with him, you damn sure would.
All right. Yeah, I have no... Yeah, sure. I have no sense of anything out there of what goes on TV and what's this or that. Sure, I wouldn't be able to manage my personality or my comments at all. You're right. After a week, I would just be saying crazy stuff. No, I wouldn't. Be quiet.
Murph tells me stuff like this that I love, and that he gives me that baseball inside stuff.
Sure.
So, like last night, I texted him. I never understand.
Let me see if I can tell you what he told you since I'm a manager.
You're the manager. So
I got
I'll ask
managing
you.
chops.
Okay. I say this, and I saw this a lot. This was driving me crazy. This drives me crazy in baseball. I never understand a batter comes up, and the guy's trying to get ahead, and the guy's clearly throwing first pitch strikes, and you're getting middle pitches.
Okay.
I never understand why they take that first one, and then they wave at some sweeper or sinker that's a foot out of the zone on the second one, and now they're down 0-2. It drives me crazy.
Okay. I don't know if there's...
What's your response to that?
Well, I don't know if there's an official baseball response. I'm sure he has an opinion on what he would say. But
he said,
I get it the first time through the lineup.
Yeah.
You want to see some ball. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
If a guy is clearly throwing strikes on the first pitch, though, and trying to get ahead and working ahead and doing that. Anyway, he says, it's called an auto take to an auto swing, Daniel. It's not an optimal approach. Oh, my gosh. And he's always big on, get down to second base, good base running, things of that nature.
I tell you what I would do as manager now that I'm here, if you're giving me any authority. Analytics, y'all gone.
All of them?
Every one of you.
We're just going by gut?
We're going by the score on the scoreboard. I don't care what your WRC plus is. Don't care.
All right.
And by the way, I'm not kidding. Guy goes 0 for 20 on my team. He's sitting for a week. You ain't playing, Chief. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I would have pinch hit Pete in the night, so you may have still got the home run. I got a guy the whole fan base hates, can't get a hit. You ain't playing anymore. I get a double-A guy here can hit 200, Pete. What are you doing?
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, we got to take a break. We'll keep
I
it
could
rolling.
coach the White Sox to more than 40.
I met a
100%.
White Sox fan last night. I had much
That's
props
not true.
for him.
I don't
Yeah, he hardcore. He just went through 121, he told me. I was like, dang, you're awesome. 641-1010, tell them what they're going to win.
$30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cars and Collectibles. All you got to do is holler at me. Be kind and courteous. 904-641-1010.
I would get a lot of fines. I would complain about the umps, but I wouldn't get unhinged every day, only twice a week.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Northwest Florida's largest RV show is coming to the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's the Jacksonville Fall RV Show, Thursday through Sunday, October 3rd through 6th, with hundreds of RVs on display, lifestyle booths, plus register to win a $250 gift card each day. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors save half off Thursday. First responders, military, active, and retired get half off every day. We'll see you at the Jacksonville Fall RV Show.
Looking for an affordable and fast oil change? Well, Big Chief Tire has you covered. Frank Frangie here. Right now, take $10 off your next oil change at any of their 5 convenient locations. Their skilled technicians will keep your car running smoothly so you can hit the road with confidence. Whether it's routine maintenance or a more extensive service, Big Chief Tire is here to help. Visit BigChiefService.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and take advantage of this great deal. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Pre-Game Friday is brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Hey, you can hear from my friends at Lockhart Construction, a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his guys from here taking care of people who live here, people like me. We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times. Why? Because they're awesome. Fast, friendly, affordable, clean, friends of the family. That's how good they are. Just good people, man. And their family gives your family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. If you have a need, a remodel, a construction thought, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. Real simple. Old school. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024. Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm Hacker, and I'll get you more Gator chomps during the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
If you want someone who will pump out the problems, vote for the Duck.
Call DuckDuckRooter, your 5-star Google-rated septic company. DuckDuckRooter.com.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Guys, it's your boy E to the T here, and every week we seeing listeners cash in when betting on my bookie. Look, you don't even have to bet big. Just getting some skins in the game makes it so much more fun. And this weekend, we're actually favored to beat the Colts. I ain't gonna lie, I might bet on the Colts, because even if they lose, I'm a winner either way. And the Bills play the Texans. That sounds like fireworks, baby. Give me the over on the 47.5 game total. And don't forget Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys are 2.5-point underdog traveling to the Pittsburgh Steelers territory. I'll take the Cowboys with the points. And don't forget the MyBookie double deposit bonus is still in effect. Use my promo code 1010XL when you're getting signed up. That's promo code 1010XL to claim that double deposit bonus. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher that offers take-and-bake side options that are oven-ready.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to CarlsonDentalGroup.com. That's CarlsonDentalGroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Hello there, Brendan from Play It Again Sports here to congratulate all the parents for surviving another summer. The kiddos are back to school, and you know what that means? Sports are back. But don't fret, Play It Again Sports has the gear you need at prices worthy of excessive celebration. From sluggers and shooters to clappers and benders, Play It Again Sports can turn your kids into goats. Stop in today on Merrill Road near 295 or online at playitagainjacks.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson only wants to look forward after this 0-4 start.
My job is to keep everything in front of us. My job is to keep our goals in front of us and say, guys, if we eliminate this, XYZ, whatever that is, and focus on the positive ABC, we're going to win these football games.
Offensive coordinator Press Taylor remains confident in his quarterback Trevor Lawrence.
We don't lose confidence in Trevor for missing a throw. It's going to happen here and there, and obviously some of the ones that we've missed the other day were potential big plays. That doesn't deter us from anything. He has never shown anything to lack the confidence.
This Sunday morning from 8 to 10, it's the 1010XL Terminex Kickoff Show live from Tailgaters Parking with Mia and Hayes. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
our friends in the media. He lost for 7 straight years.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got that.
They don't survive
They thought the media, when the owner walked in, he was going to fire him. He gave him a new contract.
Wow.
Because here's a brand new contract for my guy.
Different era.
Different time.
Yeah.
But that's why. I mean,
yeah.
And I mean, we had obviously ownership and minority owners, all great guys. I enjoyed all of them. But when it came down to, it was my team.
That's Tom Coughlin, who goes into the Pride this weekend. We have a longer interview with him. You can hear on YouTube. I think we're going to play that in the 9 o'clock hour.
We'll play a part of it,
Let's sit down with the Godfather himself, who's...
it's a big weekend for him. And
should be very proud.
And his family. He's going into the Pride, and he should be. And he should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame as well. But, we were kind of kicking around in the break some Tom Coughlin memories, and we did so in the interview, and you'll hear some of it. But he was the perfect guy for the job. Perfect guy. He was a great hire by Wayne Weaver.
You needed that button-up approach for everything that starting a franchise. It almost sounded like his initial. He wasn't dead set to be the personnel guy. Just open for him, right? Isn't that what Weaver said? He said he met with Weaver, and Weaver said, well, how would you like to do personnel? Like, I don't think that was, he jumped at the chance.
Sure.
At least, and you'll hear that in the interview that Dan and I had with Coach last week. And again, we'll play that for you a little bit later this morning.
Yeah, and it was...
and you can find it on YouTube, Tony, Fred, and lots of stuff.
Yeah, we talked to all those guys on last Friday, as a matter of fact, as we get ready for this weekend. And it's cool. I think Jimmy Smith is coming in and doing the Duval chant to start the game. So alumni weekend, that kind of thing. So a lot of good stuff happening this weekend, and hopefully a good, fun weekend for Jacksonville fan as well.
Hopefully.
We need one, but
you got to think that
it was the roaring 90s around here, man. I mean, 76,000 in the stadium. It was new. It was happening. It was the place to be. And they're trying to recapture some of that. That run is still the best in franchise history. 96, 97, 98, and 99 were great years.
Well, and, all the things that listen, the game changes and philosophies change, but one thing doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
The nuts and bolts of being a good football franchise are still the same.
Yeah.
What do we complain about here as far as the Jaguars in the number one offensive line? That offensive line had a Hall of Famer and more than one Pro Bowler. Talk about attacking defense. That 99, you think the 2017 defense was good? It was not as good as the 99 defense.
Right.
The 2017 defense was great.
Right.
And it stood out even more because we had been so bad, really, for the sandwich around that one particular year.
Mm-hmm.
But that 99 defense, correct me if I'm wrong, did it not have like 55 sacks?
Yes.
I mean, and they turned the ball over. They had 7 Pro Bowlers on that defense.
You had Baselli, Ben Coleman.
This is the O-line.
John Wade, Zach Wiegert, a veteran,
very good player. Better than any guard that's played here since.
Leon Searcy, obviously,
a Pro
great
Bowler.
player. So you had those. That's a really good line.
I heard Leon say the other day, by the way, when it comes to like that locker room nonsense that cropped up, that you got to be kidding me. They better not be saying anything. That's the softest thing I've heard.
And he's right.
Yeah.
You had Jimmy and Keenan. You had Fred and James Stewart.
Got everything.
Yeah,
and listen, I said this to Tom, and he'll hear it, and it registered with him. Coach Coughlin's going into the Pride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure Tom Coughlin, the personnel director, wasn't better than the coach.
Yeah.
Listen to those names you just gave me.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. None of them did he inherit. None of them. When he took the Jaguars job, there wasn't a roster that had some veteran players on it, that had some guys that had already had success. He put together the entire thing, and listen to those names.
The 99 team had 3 guys. Jeff would get it, so I'm going to ask you. You ready, E?
Yes, sir.
This is for a new car.
Okay.
New car.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah. We're going down to, I haven't told Justin Moore, but we're going down to George Moore Chevrolet if you get this correct, and we're getting you a new car.
All right, bet.
Okay. Or a truck, or whatever. 3 different guys had double-digit sacks on that team.
Brackens?
Yep.
You say 99?
Yeah.
Is that the year McCray? Or is that?
No, he's
okay, that's
good
after.
guess. Good guess.
You got a defensive tackle on that list.
Yeah.
Right? Country,
Yeah.
big country.
Yeah.
I ain't going to get it.
Okay.
Gary Walker.
I'm sorry.
G-Funk?
You won't win the car.
I may not win the car. The third, I think I know, but I'm not positive. Is it Hardy?
Kevin Hardy.
Kevin Hardy went
Okay.
over 10, yeah.
Kevin Hardy had 10.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Tony Bracken's had 12 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. And Gary Walker had 10 sacks. Ronaldo Wynn.
Brackens really is underrated.
Gary Walker, Seth Payne, Brackens. Your linebackers were Pop, Martz, and Hardy. Your corners were Bryant and Beasley. Very good.
Yes.
Your safeties were Donovan and Carnell Lake.
That's just a fantastic mix of youth and experience, and they were the best team in the AFC. It's a but they couldn't beat the Titans.
Yeah, it's just hard to
couldn't
say.
beat them.
I mean, arguably, but
outside
we
of
had
the
3
Titans.
shots at them, and
they
we couldn't beat
the
them.
Titans. But I really think that they were.
We were arguably the best.
If Titans and Jags
You
played
could
the
say
same 20 games, we'd have a way better record. We were better than them, but they beat us every single time.
We might have beat the Rams.
May have.
I don't know. That was our team to go to this, and it was our team the whole year.
And I think what happened with that team too is we caught some good teams that weren't good that year, so we had a lot of misleading blowout win. Like didn't the season open beating Steve Young and the Niners like 38-3 or something? Is that the 99 season?
Let me see here real quick.
I'm pretty sure we early in the year we played in the rain. We played the 49ers.
It was.
And we beat the hell out of them, didn't we?
41-3.
41-3 over the Niners.
Yeah.
And that's Steve Young and still Jerry Wright. That's the Niners now. Yeah. They had won the Super Bowl 5 years previous.
Then we went to Carolina and won. Then we lost that 1-point game to Tennessee.
Here, the interception in the end zone, Samari roll.
Then these are the 3 scores. These are the next 6 scores. Okay, you want to talk about that defense?
Yeah. We had a 9-6
at Pittsburgh, 17-3. At the Jets, 16-6. Cleveland, 24-7. Bengals, 41-10. Falcons, 30-7. Ravens, 6-3.
Well, here's why.
We gave up 16-26, 36 points in 6 games.
Yeah, 6 a game.
We've never done that.
No, that's unbelievable. Like I said, they were better than the 2017 defense that a lot more people hearing now are more familiar with 2017, right?
2017 was the most opportune defense of all time.
Yeah, but 1990, that's 25 years ago, dude. That is a generation. So, it's a dadgum rotten shame that we can't recapture some of that more consistently. And it kind of felt like at the end of 2022 that we were on that. Listen, at the end of the day, Tom Coughlin personnel directs a circle a zillion miles wide around Trent Baalke. Baalke has been so much more awful at putting together the final pieces of a winning operation. It's really disappointing. We're positioned pretty good there at the end of 2022 and some savvy moves and some right moves, and this team will continue to grow. And he has chopped us at the knees with incompetence.
Shout out to Michael Hughes as well.
Yeah, for sure.
In the front office.
Yeah, and he was a lot of the salary side more than the personnel side.
And look, what happened, just so y'all know, in 99 is the Jags went for it.
Yeah, they went. Yes,
and we paid the price in 2000, 2001.
Carney Nickerson, all those guys were big money, one-year guys.
We went for it. We went for broke. We went for the Super Bowl. We went for the brass ring. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
And back then, there were more ramifications when it didn't work out.
That's right. Today, you can get out of that cap hell quicker. Back then, you couldn't.
No. There's like penalties, and I don't remember exactly how it worked.
And as great as 99 was, it's like they hit that plateau. 2000 was a miserable year around here.
Yeah.
There was tension between Tom and the players. Fred talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Fred talked about that in our interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's just you just don't know what you got till it's gone. In that period from 95 to 02, we were a legitimately powerful team.
But just so
with
people
a bunch of good players every year.
We slipped up. It fell apart. We had that long losing streak early in 2000. But we went to Baltimore that second week and lost that 39-36 game against that had the best defense of all time.
Yeah.
Remember when, the Jags-Steelers used to be the game?
Oh, God, yeah.
It was that, and then there was a time where it was like Jags and Colts.
Yeah.
I feel like we were in the Central Division at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, that used to be the game of the year every year.
Yes.
It was Jags-Steelers up until the divisions changed, and then it became it was Titans-Jags because they carried over.
Okay.
Titans-Jags, same division.
Yeah.
And then they came with us to the newly formed
Do you remember
South. But there was no rivalry at all with the Colts until 03, 02, 03 when we joined their division.
Do you remember the AFC Central in 2000 had 6 teams?
Yeah. It had the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Oilers, and us.
Titans
already?
In 2000, yes.
Oh, 2000.
Yes. But 6 teams were in it.
Yeah, we played in a 6-team division for 3 of our 6 years, right? I mean, no, there was no Ravens and Browns for a while.
That's right.
They were only together for maybe that.
That was their first year.
Okay,
that was the Browns' first year.
So we only had 5 teams until that year.
Yeah. But anyway,
02, they added 2 teams, and the divisions went 8 4-team divisions. Before that, it was 4 5-team divisions and 2 4-team divisions.
But yeah, we were so close, and 96 was Cinderella. It will always be special.
Yeah, that wasn't a
2000, we were good from the rip.
99.
99. 96, 97, 98, 99, we were
97, 98, they were searching. They were good, but they weren't.
Well, we had one year we got besieged by injuries.
That was 97.
That was the one where we lost to the Jets in the playoffs.
Okay.
And Keyshawn and Parcells and Jets.
Well,
and the other one was the Bronco payback.
Which we had beaten the year before. And then we went out there again, big underdogs. I thought that was the injury year. But anyway, we went out to Denver that year, the very next year.
Yeah.
People forget we hung for about a half.
Yeah.
And then 3 dudes ran for 100. They beat us by 30 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Came back in 98, I think, won a playoff game. In fact, beat the Patriots here, coached by
Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Fred Taylor had a big 100-plus yard game that day.
But, 150. Who was the quarterback for them?
Was it Zolak?
Zolak.
Scott Zolak.
Must have been injuries, right?
I was not here. I was in Tempe for FSU, Tennessee.
All right, we got the 8 o'clock hour. Yeah, we'll play some of that Coughlin interview coming back. It's a big weekend for TC. So
we got Denny, the Whisperer.
And Denny's coming up as well.
Friday
five-pack. Yours truly out of double-digit negatives.
That's good. Yeah, Dan went 4-1 last week. I went 2-3, so the gap is narrowed a little bit.
Keep chopping wood, Jack.
Yeah, just chop away. Jack said that once. Chris Hansen wish he didn't. This not the.
What is that axe?
Not that Chris Hansen.
Oh dear.
All right, this is the drill. It's the GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's just the Jags and the NFL.
That's all I ever think about.
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today.
Exactly.
For the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studio.
Let's do this, shall we?
10 to noon on
1010XL.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, have children. Of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But we want to ask you if you've done your last will. If you haven't, man, you got to take care of it. Get it out of the way. I know it's not the greatest thing, the funnest thing to do, but it's something that needs to be done because then you decide where your assets go to the people that you love, right? Also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions? Reach out to Matty. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Poker players, brace yourselves. The World Poker Tour storms into Best Bet Jacksonville October 31st to November 19th, and the forecast calls for massive prize pools. Event 1 has a cool $200,000 guarantee. Event 6, a downpour of $300,000. And the main event, a flood of a $1 million guarantee. WPT Championship satellites are already brewing. Don't get left high and dry. Head to bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a gravy taster from Jacksonville, Florida, me, Dennis Mosley.
Hi, Ken.
Okay, Dennis. 100 plumbers surveyed, top answer on the board. What does it mean if someone says your home has hard water?
It's made of ice? Let's see. Hard water. Oh, is it club soda mixed 4-to-1 with vodka?
Last chance, Dennis. What is hard water?
Oh, is it that lime scale stuff that makes my taps all crusty? That's right, Dennis. And a water treatment system from Bueller Air and Plumbing will eliminate troublesome lime scale deposits that can ruin your expensive appliances and let your neighbors know for sure that you are cool.
I wonder if I can get me a gin and tonic faucet.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Jacksonville contractors and business owners. Do you need chain link fence, commercial steel, or rolling doors? Frank Frangie here. Coyle & Sons has been in business in Jacksonville since 1927. They've earned the reputation of quality and specialized skill. Coyle & Sons are the ones trusted in Jacksonville by the top contractors, and they can stand on their reputation when you need almost 100 years of commercial contractor experience. So contact Coyle & Sons today. That's 904-356-4821 or visit them at coiljacks.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T.
Bring it in.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Looking for a new or used firearm? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach will get you locked and loaded. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for used guns. No lines and no waiting. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
At Hidden Hills Golf Club, we truly love the game of golf. We invite you to book your next tee time here and enjoy a golfing experience that you might not find at other public facilities. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com. You'll be glad you did.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2025. Saturday, April 5th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena.
The sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound.
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Prize Picks. FSU quarterback Brock Glenn making his first start of the season against Clemson tomorrow. Got some support from former teammate Jordan Travis.
Jordan, me and him have a great relationship. Obviously, we did last year as well. We've talked this week and talked a good bit.
Edward Waters University Tigers remain home to face the Fort Valley State University Wildcats tomorrow afternoon. Former Rains High School running back Brandon Marshall is leading Fort Valley State in rushing and receiving yards. You can hear the game streamed on 92.5 beginning at 3:30. The Constellation Furyk and Friends PGA Tour Championship event signed another 5-year title sponsorship agreement. Justin Leonard believes the event will continue to have support.
I think guys will continue to support this event. I also trust Jim and Tabitha. It's about supporting them and what they're trying to do.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 8:05 and it's 76 degrees. Time and Temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
I was looking at an article.
Yes.
Denny, I'm wondering.
Denny Thompson's here.
Yes, it's the whisper.
Yes.
But I saw a story on Jaden Daniels and how he's used VR.
Yeah.
They put him in these virtual reality machines and speed the game up so that when he gets in the game, it's slower. Is that being used at your level of teaching yet? And how common is it? Is it something that all teams should be doing?
It's such an interesting. I am a whisperer today with my voice, but it's I've gone through about 5 or 6 different VR things, Jeff.
Okay.
And some of them are so fun that they're too fun. They're like gamified.
Okay.
Right.
So you're not taking. You're just too.
Yeah.
It's
You look up and
recreation, not professional.
You're throwing like 400 throws. Your arms are hanging. LSU and a couple others have found a couple of them that seem to work really well. That are very realistic. It's still developing, but I think it's something that, at least at the college level, will be in every facility within the next 10 years.
I wonder if at some point, guys, with technology, if you can't put him in a helmet, a football helmet, so he feels like he's in his football helmet.
Yeah.
Put a ball in his hand, say hike, and
listen.
They're coming at you, they're covering,
Jeff,
and it'll look exactly like a playlist.
It's
If you don't get hurt. Yeah.
It's so much deeper than that. The last one I did, it's like, okay, I want to be playing at Florida, so they'll drop you at Florida with their current roster.
Wow.
With their current playbook, and I want to play against Georgia and their current roster and their current playbook, and bam, you're at it. Jeez. Or you can even
throw
build
some
your
AI
roster.
into that VR, and you're literally
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, all right, put me on the NFL setting. I went 5 for 31 with 6 picks. Right? I mean,
Wow.
it's crazy.
Do you throw a ball or you just make the
No, you
motion?
throw it.
You actually have a ball in your hand and you
Yeah,
throw
some
it?
you throw, some you don't.
Okay.
But the one I did, you
Is
throw
it like into a
net,
like
yeah,
a
very
simulator?
much
Simulator?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's super interesting.
Do you drop back?
Yep.
And,
Yep, timing, and of course you don't get hit, but you see that guy, you jump. I watched a video of me playing, and I looked like.
Hick, have you ever put on VR for anything? Have you in video? Have you ever seen it? It's unbelievable.
It is.
It will trip you out, dude.
I got one for Gritty. I'm gonna bring it in.
I'm telling you, dude. You will feel like you're like if you can put that thing on.
I know you got one for Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it all started.
Listen. You can put that thing and walk up to the edge of a roof, buddy, and you'll have a heart attack. You'll feel like you're on a roof it's not a fun it would be hell on your psychoses. Like if you're claustrophobic or you have fear of heights, man, they could put you in something you would live in. It'll fool your brain. It's that real.
The problem with it thus far has been that it takes up so much space.
It does. Right. It's a big.
It's huge to do it this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not so simple as just putting.
No. So it's. I think.
See, I think we'll probably get there. We'll probably get to a point you just put on a thing.
No question. And there's those, but they don't serve the whole purpose, right? So we're getting there, though, for sure.
Okay.
All right, tell me about.
I'm looking now that I brought it up. I'm looking at some other, but Brady has used it to get extra reps, so it's been in place.
Yep.
Tell me about 27 of 50, 439, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 3 sacks. Tell me about the whole experience. You went to Tuscaloosa. Georgia, Alabama was an instant classic. It was an unbelievable game. I thought it's and I've said this throughout the week and the people I've talked to, I thought it may have been Kirby Smart's greatest moment.
Agree.
As a coach. And I think he will have Georgia absolutely frothing at the mouth when they play Alabama next time. They were dead and buried. Your guy was not having a good night for a variety of reasons. And somehow that you can't kill them. They're like a cockroach, and they kept coming back, and they took the freaking lead, and it took a special play by a special kid, 2 special kids, to knock them off, and Georgia was going right back down the field again. So just give me the whole. You said it was nuts. I could feel the electricity through the television during the game. So the whole day was crazy.
The whole day was. I mean, it was insane. I've been a lot of places, and I don't think I've ever been a place like that. And I've been to LSU at night.
Yeah.
Been to the Swamp when it's rocking. I've been all of them.
Yeah.
That was unreal. From 7:30 in the morning until I saw the police department made an announcement at 2:00 in the morning, like it's overcrowded on University Boulevard. Everybody's got to go home.
Oh, geez.
So it was just one of those days. But I agree with you. I thought when they went in at halftime, I was texting my wife, who didn't go, and I was like, I hope this isn't a 45-7 game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Was it 28-7 at that point?
30-7.
30-7.
Oh, that's right. They got the
and it just didn't feel like
No.
it just felt like Alabama was just that much better, that much faster that night. And to watch the way Georgia, and I'm not even talking about Carson, just the defense and everything, to watch the way Georgia came back out with a purpose says a lot about what Kirby Smart has built there, man. It's and you know
what else was great at the end, and I saw this, and some people may have, some people may have not. His message at the end of the game, he killed his team with kindness.
Yeah.
He told them how much he loved them, how proud he was of them. And listen, there's different ways to coach. I would have imagined him screaming and ranting and raving.
Listen.
He didn't do that at all. And I'm telling you, if you're Georgia, you played as bad as you could play for 2.5 quarters, turned it over. It's all gone bad. And somehow in the fourth quarter, you're leading the game against Alabama at one of the most electric places, like you said, that you've ever been to. I'm like, we got these. We got these guys.
The only thing that worries me about this week for Georgia, I'm heading up there right after I get off here.
They got Auburn.
Is that was gladiator type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was 1980s, 1990s football.
100%.
The best of the best. And so I don't know how either team's feeling right now, how either team's recovering. But it was, even though Georgia lost and even though Carson on some levels had a rough night, on other levels had an amazing night, it's just one of those where I was like happy to be there. Like I will remember that game for the rest of my life. You know, from Carson's perspective, we're all prisoners of the moment, and Jalen played an unbelievable game. But man, I don't know that I've ever walked out of a game more proud of Carson.
Right.
I mean, hit after hit after hit, did what he had to do, made some bad decisions. and maybe came out a little bit too ramped up. But that second ball that was dropped down the sideline was maybe the best ball I've ever seen him throw.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he showed a range that he hasn't been asked to show yet.
Yeah.
Of, all right, if it gets ugly, you can put the ball in my hands, and I got us.
Right.
And so I thought he showed that.
I would agree.
This new era of college football, I'm telling you, if you haven't been to a game, there's an intensity at these games that haven't been there in the past.
Now I got an interesting question, and I want to get your opinion on it. I read a article. I'm going to take it to the NFL level because here you are getting kids ready, helping kids prepare for the NFL.
Right.
And obviously, passing is down in the NFL across the board, right? One. In the article I read, there were a bunch of reasons, like 3 reasons. One is that, and I don't know why all of a sudden a 2-deep safety is in a shell defense where you got to be patient and take the underneath stuff. I guess that's one of the things that there's.
Well, there's a reason why all of a sudden, but go ahead.
Okay. But one of the points, and I don't have the article in front of me, but I read it. One of the points was the quarterbacks are coming out of college not quite as developed in terms of playing the position, which kind of goes against a little bit of what you guys do.
Yeah, I completely disagree.
I think you would.
Yeah. I don't.
I think they're more ready than ever.
Well, that's been proven. I mean, look at that.
But the third one was, and this one was interesting, and this probably, it does take time to make that jump, and there are more young guys playing right now.
Yes.
So that has brought a lot of the numbers down as well.
Well, I think we should probably be patient on the numbers because I think those are creeping back up now.
Yes.
I mean, you saw what Kirk Cousins did last night. And even that game Saturday, you just see. But let's take all those for just, and I'll be very brief.
Oh.
The 2 safety look, there's a couple things that's happened the last couple of years. Number one, those 2 safeties have backed up.
Okay.
So they're deeper. But the bigger thing, and I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, is that second level is different than what it was 15 years ago. It used to be Sam Mills. It used to be short, stocky thumper guys.
Yes.
Now they're 6'4" with wingspans.
And they drop back and get
and they've got verts and they're fast
Right.
and it's not, they're not built to stop the run, and so now all of a sudden that middle of the field is really, really hard to get to.
Okay.
And then the outside of the field they answer by squeezing those corners up. Right. And then there's obviously elaborate blitz packages. And then the inside guys are so much bigger than there's a million reasons.
Okay.
The development piece of things, I heard that too. And I don't take that as us. I actually take that more from like the college coach perspective.
Correct.
And I think that's silly because there's never been a closer game between college and the NFL
They're
than what
more
there is right now.
mirroring each other.
Yeah.
Right.
For years and years and years, these NFL guys are like, oh, the college system's not going to work.
Right.
Well, now everybody's running it.
Yeah.
And it's working.
In the NFL.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's so much pressure around the position.
Mm-hmm.
The real problem is Tom Brady said it best, and they're just not giving guys time to fail.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's they want success right away, and they talk about development, but they don't even know what development is. Development requires failure. Period.
That's fair. That is so fair, and that's so forgotten in sports.
Yeah.
And that leads me to Anthony.
Yep.
And I'm very, this is a fascinating test of this whole system because if there's anything with Anthony, it's experience.
That's right.
Well, he's got to stay healthy.
Yep. Wow.
And
one goes with the other.
Right. But he has to get the experience. Like the fans would rather see Anthony this weekend than Joe Flacco. I understand that. But the Colts have to stay committed to him for at least 3 years. And they had to know that going in. But when they sit there and go, well, we might have, could we win? You see what I'm saying? So how do this will be interesting to watch as we go forward.
Well, when you draft a guy, I think about Fred Taylor with this. When you draft a guy who is that big, that powerful, that fast, and he's young. He's young. Remember, when he's drafted, he was 20 years old.
I understand.
His body's still developing. So it's going to take, there's only so much force a body can take. Well, Anthony's 260 and runs 4.4 and jumps 42 inches. It's not great on your body, right? So I think as you get older, you learn to manage that. You learn to play the game. I use Fred because we thought Fred would never play a full season. Then he ended up being very reliable as he got older. The thing about Anthony that I'm excited about is you see You see what everybody's excited about. Now it's
he has unbelievable highlight plays.
well now it's just like, man, if he can just get 6, 7, 8 games in a row.
Yeah, that's what he needs.
Yeah, to where all this other stuff just becomes timing and confidence and all that. I think he's on track for something special. But yeah, I mean, you're right. He's got to be able to stay on the field.
Just your thought on Milroe and NFL.
Man, I scouted pretty heavily Jalen Milroe in the offseason. And I'll be completely transparent. I thought he was a really good athlete. I wasn't real sure where he was.
Yeah.
After watching him in person the other day and seeing the anticipation that he throws with and the calmness he plays the game with.
Okay.
He's really good. He's really, really good. I texted his dad after that game, was like, wow, that's that unbelievable. Because great family, great kid, great. Like, the dad is one of my favorite people in the world.
Okay.
Just awesome people. I think he's from Texas.
Yeah.
When you watch him, I get there early, and when you just watch him warm up and you watch him with his teammates and you watch him during a game, there's no panic. There's literally no panic. And he is throwing balls with amazing anticipation.
Yeah.
I think he has helped himself tremendously when it comes to the eyes of the NFL.
Is he first round pick? And is he going pro?
I'm assuming he's going pro.
Yeah. He's been there for 4 years.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I would assume so too. Yeah.
He's doing
he almost did this year. They thought about going this year.
I mean, he did. He's doing really well in the NIL space. Really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The NIL space is good to us.
I think
makes
he's
more than rookies.
I think he's a first round guy. Yeah. I there's going to be some questions.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of football left to play this year too. So.
He's got a lot, but he's got that athleticism that there's going to be so much intrigue by.
Yeah.
That it's going to be hard not to pull the trigger.
I mean,
on that.
Do you think is he Vic fast?
They say he's the fastest guy on Alabama's team. I don't know.
Milroe is?
Yes.
I ain't faster than Ryan Williams.
There's a kid. It's a 17-year-old.
I got news for him. They need to race again up there.
Bro,
right?
I wish y'all could just go watch that Ryan Williams kid warm up. Warm up. It's unreal.
He looks like he is like Harry Potter. Like, he floats.
It's unbelievable.
I swear, when he did that little pirouette after he caught the ball, I swear, as he turned, he took a couple of steps, airbender. He took a couple of steps off the air before he got going.
And that's on Malachi Starks. That's on a top 5 best ball skill guy I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Wow, he was running away from them boys.
Yes.
Hey, wow. And you know what? That dude in Ohio State might be better than him.
Yeah,
that
Jeremiah.
I haven't seen enough of him.
My gosh.
maybe only because of the size. Like I said, I thought I was like seeing things. That pirouette, I swear, there was a period there where his feet didn't touch the ground, yet he moved forward.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man.
All right, what do you make of Florida UCF? Just quickly going into that game, how was KJ Jefferson played for UCF? He's not much of a thrower, but he was enough to beat Florida last year for Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, I feel much better about this game than I did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's for dang sure.
Do you feel better, too? Does it mean anything that Texas, I mean, they didn't blow the doors off Mississippi State much more than Florida did?
Yeah.
No?
Same type of score.
Mississippi State's bad.
Yeah, they're so
really,
bad.
really bad. But I think it's at the Swamp. Billy understands what's going on. I think the boys will be fired up. They know all those guys, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I think you're almost, it's almost silly to pick Florida to win in this.
Yeah.
But I feel better than I did 2 weeks ago. I don't think KJ is probably like the perfect guy to play against Florida in the sense of if he's got to tuck
In the sense that Florida's terrible?
Well, there's that. There's that. But he won't have to throw for 400 yards is my point, So, and by the way, Colorado, that receiving core, really, really good.
They are good.
Really
I would be remiss, too, if we didn't get a couple quick comments on Trevor.
Yeah, let's do it.
Listen, it's we all know he's got to play better. I don't think anyone's given up on him, obviously. No one's, where are you with watching him play? Are you stunned, I guess? Are you stunned?
Very, 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 very.
Because I thought this year he would do this, and he's done this. And what I'm saying is I thought he would jump up and really be elite, and he's actually gone backwards in all of our opinions.
I am stunned. Dang near speechless on it because everybody makes fun of that generational talent.
Yeah.
Talent. He is that. He was that. Like that's not wrong. He still is that. I've seen the kid throw in live and in person, 10, 15, 20 times, probably more than that. he makes throws nobody else does. And when you watch a game, like, it's not like he's making critical mistakes. It's just like, man, just if we can hit this or we can hit that or we can hit this, it seems so close.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not Zach Wilson.
Right.
Yeah. It seems so close. It seems right there, and you just wait for him to keep having that breakout game. But, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious at this point that there's more than just him being the problem down there. And there's
also fair.
Yeah.
I don't know said he should take some more of the layups, and it'll get him going. He's taking shots downfield, and so inevitably you may not win or lose any different, but just from a fan, from a momentum, it looks better if you're 23 of 33 instead of 17 of 33 because you took 6 shots you felt like you had to take.
But this is where it's got to be frustrating being Trevor. Because this time last year, everybody
take some
throw
shots.
the ball downfield, throw the ball downfield, throw the ball downfield.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I haven't looked enough at what the defenses are doing against Jacksonville. I think Evan Ingram's probably going to help a little bit from a personnel perspective, but it doesn't seem like they're hitting the middle of the field very much.
Well, you're playing Gus Bradley, right?
Yep.
And you got to be patient on Sunday. You got to show that you can matriculate down the field.
You can get something on those corners too. Yeah. I watch a lot of Indy.
Oh yeah.
You can get something on those corners if you have time.
Denny, it's great to see you. Have a good trip.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the ball. He's our friend Denny Thompson. He is the quarterback whisperer, and it's always good to catch up with him and talk all things Signal Caller. We'll continue with the Friday 5-pack next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Stretch game day as far as you can with an extra quarter of Teal Talk. Join hacker Leon and Coach Campo for the window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. 2 hours after the final whistle on game day. Brought to you by Von Rowan Law on 1010XL.
Did you know you can charge the all-new Honda Electric Prologue in the same receptacle as your phone? You don't need any special charging stations at your home. Simply plug in your Honda or your phone. See your local Honda dealer now. We're electrified.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Stuck on what to do with a plumbing issue? Just call the Duck. Duck Rooter are experts at plumbing and are a 5-star Google-rated company. You name it, they do it. Water heater replacements to sewer drain cleaning, leaks to repipes. Fully licensed and insured with highly trained technicians. Trust the Duck to fix it right. Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Can you believe they've been cleaning carpets in Jacksonville now for 20 years? Yeah, Dave Benyon and his family, staff, so grateful of things. They appreciate you. They're great customers. October's birthday month for Zero Res. So what are we doing for customers? Just say happy birthday, Zero Res. We'll give you $50 off. $50 off carpet, tile and grout, upholstery, or area rugs, man. Happy birthday, Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Pre-Game Friday is brought to you by MyBookie
and Dream Finders Homes
on 1010XL.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th, as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. Every week, we're seeing listeners cash in betting with MyBookie. Look, you don't have to bet big. Just getting some skin in the game makes it so much more fun. This weekend, we are actually favored to beat the Colts. What a world. Heck, this may be one of those games I bet the Colts to win, and if they don't, guess what? I'm happy anyway. The Bills play the Texans. That sounds like a shootout. Give me the over on the 47.5 game total. Don't forget, Sunday night, the Cowboys are 2.5 4.5-point underdogs traveling to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll take the Cowboys with the points. The MyBookie double deposit bonus is still live up to $1,000. Get signed up now. Use my promo code 1010XL to claim a bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with 1010XL before you even place a bet. Sign up, use promo code 1010XL. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime at MyBookie.
Get the latest on the Gators from one of the greatest Gators.
Touchdown, Gators!
Chris Doring joins Dan and Jeff on the drill Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
Homeowners, listen up. The Fed has taken action, lowering rates for the first time in years, and Loan Pronto has followed suit by lowering mortgage rates big time. Prosser here. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.59% APR, the lowest in 2 years. Whether you got your loan last month or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto and dump that high-rate loan. You can lock in a lower rate fast with virtually no paperwork and usually no appraisal. There's no limit on how many times you can refi, so get started. Even if you're in process with another lender, give Loan Pronto a call. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Purchase loans available as well, so call now. Get your rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781 on approved credit, MLS consumeraccess.org.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Coughlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Coughlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Coughlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Coughlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie on 1010XL.
interview with Tom Coughlin, who goes into the pride of the Jaguars this Sunday at the stadium. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Cougar Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at mackenziesrun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. mackenziesrun.org.
If your high school student is a high performer, they could be 1010XL Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Franchi Show.
On 1010XL.
Chelsea here. Florida homeowners, are your windows working as hard as they should? With Renewal by Anderson, our energy-efficient custom windows and doors help keep the cool air in during those scorching months. That means lower energy bills and a more comfortable home year-round. For the month of October, Renewal by Anderson has a limited time offer. Buy 4 windows and our patio doors and get the 5th one free. Some restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for all the details. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. What is a gemologist?
Frank, that's a good question because gemologist is a generic title that can be used by anyone, whether they have any gemological training or not. There's also a graduate gemologist, which is somebody that's taken the gemology courses of the Gemological Institute of America and received a diploma. Then there's a certified gemologist of the American Gem Society. They've received the graduate gemologist diploma, have worked in the jewelry business for a minimum of 3 years, and are tested by examination once a year to re-win the certified gemologist title. There's one other aspect that certified gemologists have that others might or might not have, and that's the accredited gemological equipment to be able to make the right grading calls on diamonds and other gemstones. At Underwoods, we have an American Gem Society accredited gem laboratory that our certified gemologists work in, assuring you the quality and value you deserve.
That's Underwoods, Florida's longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in San Marco, Avondale, the Shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
How many professional golfers have won the Grand Slam, all 4 majors, in one calendar year?
With hurricane season now here, the only weather you need to be concerned about is whether your homeowner's insurance policy will cover you in the event of storm damage. Ask about Southern Oak Insurance today.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The only golfer to win golf's Grand Slam in one calendar year was Bobby Jones in 1930.
Southern Oak Insurance.
Our family protecting yours.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Getting that first win is a step-by-step process, says head coach Doug Peterson.
We're not going to get this all back in one game. We're not going to get these 4 back, this weekend.
Defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen commented on the challenges of facing Indy's Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco.
Both really good players. It's a good test, and so we've got to be sound and have a couple of different calls for both guys.
JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday. Let them do the driving with multiple locations around town and passes starting at just $10 on the MyJTA app. To learn more, visit jtafla.com. At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. He is the Godfather. Sorry about the voice. Did some screaming last night. Might have damaged the vocal cords. Not sure.
It's coach's voice is what you have.
I have the coach's voice. Tom Coughlin, one of the great coaches of all time. We call him the Godfather. We kiss the ring.
He loves it.
Yep.
It's he chuckles. He's not a chuckler.
Right.
Tom Coughlin is not a giggler.
That's correct.
Nope. But he chuckles at that one.
So we wanted to play the...
He goes into the Pride this weekend.
Going into the Pride.
Yeah, and we sat down and talked about the whole experience. And here's a listen before he's honored on Sunday.
Pop these on.
Pop them on.
Must be Baselli's head.
Yeah. Freddie, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you measure his head, too, when you were... He was telling us stories about how you made him work and do the jump again and again.
Over and over.
And again.
Wait a minute, Fred. Do that one more. How about when he first came?
Oh, yeah.
And New Orleans comes in, right? Fred's kind of... And he looks over there at that 9-on-7, and it's like, whoa.
A little different.
And then in Indianapolis when he says, you were trying to kill me. No, I was trying to introduce you to professional football because you really didn't know anything about it. And he says, I love you. I love you. And I said, okay, I didn't know how to react. He's telling me all about it, and the elevator doors open.
Yeah.
He steps in and he goes, I love you, but you were trying to kill me.
I think he would say that right now, too.
You know what's amazing is in talking to, and obviously we've heard all the stories and been there and seen them, but it must be very gratifying to you to know the effect that you had on a lot of young men through the years. I mean, and you stood true to yourself and true to your principles, and we talked about how you changed as a coach and stuff, but you didn't change certain things. You stayed strong with the way you were, and it had an effect on all these guys.
Yeah.
They may not have liked it at the time.
Well, they didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Baselli didn't like it at all. He was one of the great locker room guys. I will say this about Jeff Lageman. For as much as he wanted to, sit in front of me and why are we doing this and what are we doing, he got it.
Yeah.
He did get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the one that came up with that statement about, well, you don't make it easy the first year and hard the second. If you're going to make it hard, you better make it hard right off the bat.
Right.
But there was only one reason for the hard, and that is, can you imagine from all walks of life where these players came from?
Right.
I mean, can you imagine? But the love, the fan base and the love of the team that first year when the 10 first were You know, we had, we had a parade for them. And
for the 10.
They were on. They're on front page of the newspaper.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
we got players.
And Huntington still comes.
Yeah, sure. The Mangler, he's still around
every time. But the idea of all the walks of life,
right?
And to think that there was anything in common with them.
Yeah.
So what was in common with them? And it was hard. You know?
When they unveil your name here on the wall and put you in the pride, it will be, Coach Tom Coughlin. But, man, I'm driving in, Tom, and to Dan's point, we've talked about everything football from Poughkeepsie to Ponte Vedra with you through the years. But, Tom Coughlin, the personnel manager, GM, you didn't have that official title here, I know. They've been better. Certainly just as good. The names that join you up there, guess who brought them, gang?
Yeah.
Different ways. One by trade, one by free agency, couple by draft.
That's right. That's how it was. But that's a great story, too, because when I went to meet with Wayne and David Selden in Providence, we talked for maybe an hour and a half, and I had said something to Judy, I'll be home in an hour. This is going to be real short, And she said to Brian after I walked out the door, Brian, get the map out, show me where Jacksonville is. But Wayne, toward the end, looks at me and he goes, we're going to fashion this structurally like they do in Dallas. You want personnel, too, don't you?
Oh.
Yeah, I want personnel.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know what you did that was brilliant? By getting the job a year early, then you let all your coaching friends and foes let you come check out training camp, and you went sort of innocently, but it wasn't nothing innocent. You were watching and looking and finding players.
I was looking for players.
Yeah.
Well, Art Modell in Cleveland pulled up to him in his golf cart. Hey, Tom, you got your team picked? Said that to me.
Yeah.
Was Keenan on that team?
Andy Reid tells the story about when I went to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Andy was coaching
the
quarterbacks.
Right.
And I didn't hear it at that time, but he since has told me, he said, when I left, he said, it's probably the end of Brunell.
And that's something.
Yeah.
And you made the trade for him.
Night before the draft.
Yes. And, boy, obviously some franchise-altering moves going into there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a great story because I picked up on Philadelphia and Green Bay were supposed to be, the trade was supposed to be done.
Mark was going to get traded, right?
Yeah. It wasn't done. So I called Ron Wolf, and I said, Ron, I just want to tell you right now, I'm interested in Mark Brunell. And the things that I hear about, they want to, they need this, they need that, the prolonging is not going to take place with me. I said, it's done this afternoon if you want to do it. And then he eventually, and then he said, and then Ron said, can you make me look a little better? I said, well, what do you mean? He said, can you give me something? I said, okay, I'll give you a fifth, too, because I had the extra pick. So I gave him a third and a fifth to get Brunell.
Wow. Money well spent, as they say.
He called me up a year or two later, called me every name.
It's impossible for you to narrow down. This is such a cliche question, but as we sit here, is there a game that stands out more than another? Are you like Jaguar fan? Is it Denver in '96? Or do you almost feel like they're your kids and you don't want to rank them?
Oh no,
you'll rank them. We'll rank them.
Oh, I don't know about ranking them, but I can tell you the ones that I dream about. And I remember. Yeah, sure. Not only the games, but flying back here.
Oh, that was something.
With 35,000
people
we were
here.
In the stadium. Yeah. I mean, I never heard of anything like that.
It was great. And y'all flew over. I was here covering it for the news, and
he did this.
So you get a good
the
look.
The captain did that, and I said, what the hell is this guy doing? What are we doing over here? The airport's over there.
Yeah.
One of those deals. But you can't. I mean, how do you – Buffalo, Denver, I'm so ticked about the championship game, 4 o'clock game, freezing.
Oh, it's so cold.
Dark, really dark.
Just,
Stadium dark and everything. And we snapped the ball over the punter's head. That was not a good thing. But
he does remember, in case you're wondering.
But there was a bunch. I mean, what do you do with the Miami game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the greatest thing.
That's just a dance in the park is what that was.
That thing, well, their feet were stuck in mud, and Fred was running up and down the field.
Gosh,
but the electricity that day too. Man. It was like a coming out party for Jacksonville. Wow. It was like, I mean, we had great moments, right? The first this, the first that, the first touchdown, the first home win. But that game with the towels in the air, and we were doing radio then, and being on the sideline, and it goosebumps. I still get them just thinking about that game as that unfolded.
Yeah, no, that was. But I will say this: the most electric crowd I ever been around was that AFC Championship.
Yeah, the next week.
Yeah. I mean, I walked
an
out
hour beforehand. It was packed.
I walked out there, and it was like, whoa, these people mean business today.
Yeah. Do you get a sense as a coach? Do you hear coaches maybe years after the fact say, like, you just have they're not ready or they're ready? You know what I mean? Like the Miami game. Is there any way in your mind you can know, oh, man,
to be point blank?
Yeah.
They had a tough win in Seattle. Had to fly all the way back. I knew Jimmy wouldn't let them be. So we had a little advantage. We were off.
Good point.
We were off the weekend. They were playing, and it was a tough game.
Yeah. Never something, though, so dramatic as, like, right before kick or right when you run out of the tunnel. You always feel like you're going to win. You have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing, Coach, is that you won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants, but this franchise, I know how much it means to you.
Oh.
I know how you live here. A lot of your family's here.
Don't forget, this was my team.
This is your baby.
This was my team.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know why I was interested? You remember.
Yeah. I'm
interested because the historical significance of starting something.
Right.
Starting from scratch. With Tom Landry, with Coach Landry as my, look at what he did. You know? And I just told the guys out there, and I always have to remind our friends in the media, he lost for 7 straight years.
Yeah. You wouldn't have got that.
You don't survive anymore.
They thought they were, the media when the owner walked in, he was going to fire him. He gave him a new contract.
Wow.
He said, here's a brand new contract for my guy.
Different era.
Different time.
Yeah.
But that's why. I mean, and we had obviously ownership and minority owners, all great guys. I enjoyed all of them. But when it came down to, it was my team.
It's special for all of us that were involved professionally in any regard. It was just such an awesome time.
Yeah,
it really was.
It really was. And the whole thing, the missed field goal, the 9-7 team that started to think, maybe we do have a little something here.
Yeah.
And then they go to Buffalo, Jim Kelly's last game.
Yeah.
Never lost a home playoff game before that day.
Never.
Yeah.
Natron Means 175 that day.
That's right.
31, 175.
Pete Mitchell went 60 or something down.
Yeah. He sure did.
Clyde had
that was a great story too. Nobody even talks about that.
Yeah.
Natron is out of job.
Yeah.
I go up. I'm working the college thing. Mac Brown and I sit down. I tell him I'm interested in this guy. Mac helped. He gets the kid in. He's 272.
He was a big.
I said, Natron, I want to do this, but I will say this to you. You're going to play next year at, I think I gave him 242.
Okay.
So you're going to play at 242. And he looked at me. I said, yeah, if you're coming with me, you're going to play at 242. And he did.
He did.
And he looked like, and he goes back and signs right back with San Diego.
Yeah.
How about that?
He's a forgotten dominant, but he was really good here for that stretch.
Yeah, that little stretch, man.
Probably doesn't get enough credit for how important he was to that.
People bouncing off.
Yeah.
They had a hard time tackling
that.
Yeah. Good. Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah.
We are so happy for you.
And it comes into all of them, like Keenan and Jimmy. And,
sure.
God almighty, 112 and 96 or whatever they were that year. I mean, Fred, remember the draw against Tampa?
Yeah.
He goes the night
70.
Game.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the blitz, the all-out strong safety blitz, and Mark just throws it up, and Keenan goes
runs
and
under
gets the ball. Yeah.
I'd like to announce that he'll be fined.
Okay. For
being what?
Done at 2:30.
Okay.
2:35.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Envelope in your locker.
Okay.
I think in inflationary times,
should be
$10,000. Congratulations, Coach.
Pay the order, Tony Baselli.
You can just pay Tony. Take that with Tony.
Give that up to.
See what you miss.
All right.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's a master at recon. His car line takes you behind enemy lines on 1010XL.
What's your position?
That's top secret.
Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Corona Premier. It's the light beer you didn't know was a light beer. Until right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, Corona Premier, an unexpectedly light beer.
If you're looking for custom metalwork, look no further than Superior Fence and Rail. Whether it's custom railing, shade structures, or custom entry gates, their expert team controls the turnkey process. From CAD design and raw metal to powder-coated finish and expert installation. When you choose Superior Fence and Rail for your custom metal project, you get a project that's, well, superior. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail today.
Man, I'm so happy to be part of the Georgia Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I mean it, man. Like Georgia Moore Chevrolet family, they called, Dan, are you okay? What's wrong with your voice? No, I'm fine. I was just yelling a lot last night during the Mets game. Visit their beautiful showroom. You'll find out what I'm talking about right off Atlantic Boulevard. So easy to get to. No pressure, just friendly help. I got my boy Blue, but if you want a car or if you want an SUV, if you want a truck like me, if you want electric, pre-owned, Georgia Moore Chevrolet's got it. Man, if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. Moorechevy.com, so easy to navigate. Any site you can try. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. I love Georgia Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3,
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010xl.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Hicken here for About 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of About 9. Visit About 9 Associates today and experience the difference. About 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and now that you have Honda boats on the showroom floor, tell them about the big boat sale.
We are excited. We got a big sale, 11th through 13th. You want to come on down, see us in person. Some of our boats are going to be up to $30,000 off.
Up to $30,000 off?
$30,000 in savings. It's a big sale event.
So they can start shopping online at cyclesofjacksonville.com. The size of the boats?
Anywhere from 19 to 24 foot, all with legendary Honda outboards.
Honda and Coach, check them both out on Atlantic near Regency. Cycles of Jacksonville.
Hi Jags fans, Walker Little here for my friends at Kingfish Pest Control. Playing offensive line in the NFL, I must block and protect on every down. When it comes to keeping my home pest-free, I expect that same level of protection. So I contacted Kingfish after seeing thousands of positive online customer reviews about their service. I can confirm from personal experience, bugs don't stand a chance getting past Kingfish Pest Control. Do what I did. Reach out to Kingfish Pest Control to protect your home, a proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a gravy taster from Jacksonville, Florida, me, Dennis Mosley.
Hi, Ken.
Okay, Dennis. 100 plumbers surveyed, top answer on the board. What does it mean if someone says your home has hard water?
It's made of ice? Let's see. Hard water. Oh, is it club soda mixed 4-to-1 with vodka?
Last chance, Dennis. What is hard water?
Oh, is it that lime scale stuff that makes my taps all crusty? That's right, Dennis. And a water treatment system from Bueller Air and Plumbing will eliminate troublesome lime scale deposits that can ruin your expensive appliances and let your neighbors know for sure that you are cool.
I wonder if I can get me a gin and tonic faucet.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Firehouse Subs. The Gators have some familiarity with UCF quarterback KJ Jefferson, having lost to him while he was at Arkansas. Head coach Billy Napier shared his concerns.
The issues that he can create because he's a big man. Ultimately, I think that's what you take away from that game.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Atlanta Falcons kicked off the NFL weekend on Thursday night. It was a tough loss for the Bucs and quarterback Baker Mayfield.
Have to make the plays when they're there, and then in the second half, got to take care of the football, and then got to finish on offense.
The NCAA designated Jacksonville as a host city for the national competition for Division I and II track and field, as well as Division II volleyball through the University of North Florida and Edward Waters University. Marks the first time the NCAA has selected the city for 3 different championships within a 2-year period. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:04 and it's 78 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah! Come on, Jeff. Come on, E.
Yeah!
Woo! Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And you know the night is always gonna be there anyway. Take it away.
Whoa! Thank you. Appetite, gonna grab some. Yeah, that's what she said.
Hey, I gotta make a suggestion.
What's that?
I was thinking about this.
You thinking of Afternoon Delight?
E, answer me on this one.
I'm listening.
We had the honor yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Afternoon Delight made me think about this because you told me that the McLeods were having some Afternoon Delight, and now Mrs. McLeod is pregnant. And we got to announce on the air yesterday that Mrs. McLeod was with child to her husband Riley.
Yep.
I mean, what's next? You going to offer videos? What's going on here?
But I was saying this, and E, again, I don't mean to leave you out here.
Talk to me.
But I need I want to throw this out to the McLeods. I told you, I said I like their kids' names.
Yeah. Hudson, Owen, and Nixon.
Yeah, Hudson, Owen, and Nixon, like sports names.
Real sports names. You got to be a baller with names like that.
But I was thinking, because we told, I think maybe Daniel Jeffrey McLeod would be a great name.
No.
Wait,
hello.
Daniel Jeffrey McLeod, in honor of the drill and making the announcement, and they could call him DJ.
So just exclude
Jeff.
me.
Well, that was the thing.
That'll happen.
I don't know how to get the third name in there.
I mean, Emmanuel.
How about this?
Uh-huh.
They could call him Dan E. Or you could name him Jeffrey Daniel and call him JD.
There we go.
DJ or JD would be
Either
fine.
one. I think it's only fair.
Yeah. But I thought that was...
Although...
he did set it up, so we got to work...
Uiagalelei has kind of ruined DJ for everyone for a while.
Oh, that's right. So that would be... yeah. That would lean towards Jeffrey Daniel McLeod. Or, I mean, and again, you can do 2 middle names, can't you?
Yeah, of course you can.
So you could do Jeffrey Daniel / Daniel - Emmanuel McLeod.
What in the world?
That's a
lot
long
of
name.
dashes and...
Well, I'm just trying to think here. Yeah. I'm thinking out loud, but I was thinking that would be a cool thing to honor the little. Now, if he's a girl, we can go Danielle. That's fine.
I've never met anyone. And this dude, every time he sees a pregnant person, tells them to name the kid Dan. Without fail. Every single time I've been with him, and for 30 years, he's seen a pregnant woman.
That's true.
Or learns that someone's going to have a child.
I don't say it unless I confirm.
And by the way, he doesn't just suggest it. He leans on me.
Oh, he leans on
barely
it?
knows him. He'll lean on it. He'll meet somebody for the first time at TPC. Guggen and Guggenelle will walk up. She'll be pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, you pregnant? Have you thought about Dan for the baby?
Daniel is a great biblical name.
There he goes. That's part of it.
He went in the lion's
That's part
den,
of it, yeah.
And he whooped that ass.
Oh, easy now.
dear.
I don't know if God said it that way.
In the same sentence, bro.
That's the Bible.
Tony Baselli taught me that ass is not a
Yeah,
swear
but it's
word.
just, it is in this case. Although I think all the asses mentioned in the Bible are carrying people to, I don't know, mangers and whatnot.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm just asking. I'm riding high this morning. Excuse me.
Okay.
I had tears in my eyes. There was a moment with after the game. Who I absolutely adore is Francisco Lindor, and he was doing this interview on MLB Network, Pros, and stuff like this you don't care about. But
I hear you.
But you have finally admitted that when your team wins a big game, you watch the
of course,
the fallout.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Just like when your team loses, you don't want to see a TV for 12
shut
hours.
it off. But look at my guy Lindor last night. I want you to see this. This fired
Now
me
you're
up
taking it too far.
more than anything. You need to look at
I
this.
will not make the move.
You need
I
to
just
make
don't
it.
care.
I need you to look
honestly.
at it.
I mean, unless
I
it
need
ends
you
with
to
him
look at
getting
it.
punched or something.
I need you to look at Francisco Lindor. He's finishing up. He's so happy. He said, I got to go. He's doing his interview. But this is our team leader. He's like, man, I got to go. He's going to run over, take the picture. He runs over, but this is when you know that you're well, watch this part. This is the part that I love. Look at my guy.
I don't love
Look at my guy.
Stop it.
That is great.
Why do you make me
Pumped up.
That's nothing.
Pumped up.
Come on.
That's so good.
Yeah, you call me over for that completely unoriginal nothing?
That moved me.
What's wrong with you?
That moved me.
That's it. You lost all street cred on that. I will not come back over. I will not take that 3-foot walk for months.
Dang,
I was
you messed it
sincerely.
up.
He called me over just to watch for Lindor celebrate.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
I was expecting to see something unique. Oh, watch this, Pros. He's going to sprout wings and fly. No, all he did was finish an interview, run over all giggly puff, and
it's Jigglypuff.
not in that case, it's Gigglypuff. And he jumps around, and they all celebrate. That's great. Now, GTH, go Phillies.
By the way,
I root for the Phillies. This is the worst for me, by the
way.
I hate the Padres and Schilt, okay? I hate the Padres and Schilt.
Yeah.
I hate the Dodgers with a passion. I hate the Phillies.
Yeah.
And the Mets can go fly right to the moon.
Yeah, these are your four worst.
The natural route would be the weak, the one that gets sand kicked. That's the natural route for me in another world.
Why can't you be a good friend like the Luncher whose Brewers were just beaten and he is going to root for the Mets?
You are seriously going to compare the Luncher's baseball passion to mine?
The Luncher is
that
a good
alone
friend.
is enough to be disqualified
The
from the
Luncher is
conversation.
being a good friend. His Brewers lost, but he'll root for the Mets.
All right, you go ahead and friendship up with the Luncher. Yeah, you go ahead, and that's your good friend, the Luncher.
The Luncher will be on my
that's
side.
Great. Yeah.
But you won't be
I
that way.
will. No, I won't.
You'll
I can't.
root for the Phillies.
I won't root for either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't root for either one.
But here's the thing for
I'd rather
you.
the Phillies win.
Here's
I
the-
can't have a World
here's the
Series
thing
in
about
studio.
Pross.
I got it.
Here's the thing about Pross.
Yeah.
He loves playoff baseball.
No, I'm going to watch.
He watches.
Yeah.
Like if the Mets lost, I would ease out.
Yeah, not me. I'm in.
He watches.
I watched your game last night like
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Till the end.
Till the end.
Over the Falcons.
It's unbelievable. But that's a baseball guy, so I mean, but now he's got to watch the Phillies and the Mets and the Padres and the Dodgers. And the Padres Dodgers you won't care, but I'll be curious to see who you find yourself rooting for.
In the Padres Dodgers?
Yeah.
Gosh, man, if it weren't that devil in manager uniform, Mike Schilt. He's a demon, dude.
Up
That
Schilt's
guy's
Creek.
just something. I'm telling you, man. He goes somewhere at night and there's sacrifices made and whatnot. I'm just saying. And I don't mean bunts. If he didn't have him, it'd be an easy route for the Pod. I'm not a big Machado Tatis. I don't like the Pods either. I mean, they're a simple little, feeble little team like us from the National League West so many moons ago. Us, Padres, Astros, Giants, bunch of sad sacks while the Reds and Dodgers win everything. I can't root for the Dodgers at all, ever. So
Ever?
I would root for the Mets over the Dodgers.
See, my good friend.
I hate the Dodgers.
You would root for the Mets over the Dodgers?
I would want the Mets to beat the Dodgers.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%. Are you a Dodger fan? Yeah, I would want the Mets to beat the Dodgers. I wouldn't root for them.
Yeah.
But I would take the Phillies over the Mets.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you would.
Oh, yeah. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
Like it's whatever it is, what it is. I want to have ownership of the only title in the studio.
Why?
Because we won the World Series.
Why can't we be World Series?
I don't want
you got
to,
one. Why can't I get one?
Because you've had one. You have one.
From 86.
Well, that's one. It counts.
You had another one.
Yeah, 95.
Well, screw you.
Well, we're better.
Unbelievable. Not this year.
Yes, we were.
No, you're not.
Well, I mean, not yet.
We're officially better now.
Well, it depends on what measurement you're using.
Hey,
but I don't know
if you go farther than the other team, are you officially better?
Okay, you're asking E the answer to the baseball question, dismissing my opinion.
I look to E.
That's how desperate we are.
No, I'm not desperate. I look to E to break ties.
Okay, yeah, you're better than. I
mean, get Murphy on the phone.
We finished.
Call Murphy right now.
All right, bet.
We finished ahead in the standings. We won the season
Call
series.
Murphy.
We had the same. I
just got one question for Murphy.
Okay.
Get him on the blower.
I can give you the answer if you want to know the honest truth. The honest truth is whoever has the best regular season is considered the better team that year. You don't get bonus points for winning a playoff series. Just as the Jags.
That's crazy.
Well, it's not crazy.
If you're a wild card team and you go farther and go to the Super Bowl versus you don't, I mean,
you're not in the Super. Go to the World Series. You'll have an argument. You just won a 2-game wild card. I'm not giving you, a bunch here. And in a real world, since you're better and apparently won that series at the end of the year, that's what everyone tells me. You would have gone to San Diego and we'd still be alive.
We had a better day. That's all I said. The Braves fans all went crazy like they're like, well, you led the. I didn't go crazy.
I found it curious.
You led the assault.
No, I just found it curious that we were acting like it was the Mets who had the successful Monday and not the Braves. That was weird to me.
I don't understand you.
Well, I mean, we gained everything we needed out of that home field, tie break, the whole thing.
You're not going to rain on my parade. I refuse to allow
I'm not trying to. Yeah.
You are.
I'm not. If your team didn't sing a salsa song and dance around like a bunch of little cartoon pirates, and you didn't have a grimace, and you didn't have Linda Cohn with that big mug staring at me, having a pep rally every morning. Yeah, this is perfect. You two should dance together. It's you and E. What I did to you, bro? You played the song. That's what you did to me, bro. What I did to you, bro. This is what you did to me. I mean, what kind of question?
Come on, this is your brothers.
I never
liked this.
These
are your Puerto Rican brothers.
Yes, soy Borinquen.
Thank you.
I like salsa music. I don't like grown men baseball players acting like a bunch of 8-year-old girls. That's what I don't like.
Last night on the plane ride, I don't know where they're going. Home, Philly. I don't know where they're going. I guess they're going. I don't know. They have to be in Philly today. What's today? Friday? Yeah, they're going to Philly. On the plane, before they take off, they played Howie's call. Why haven't I heard Howie's call of the Alonso home run?
Haven't had enough yet?
So they play it on the flight, before they take off. And
that'd be kind of sheepish if you're Alonso, wouldn't it?
Well, the Mets players are in the back cheering for Howie. Howie's up front.
Okay.
Howie's sheepish.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, he turns around and points. And then Howie's like a 72-year-old who's been doing radio for the Mets forever. So he cruises back there, and Pete gives him a big hug. And he was just like telling him, thank you, more for that than that. But it was kind of cool. So I enjoyed that. All right, let's turn our attention back to the Jags. We got a big game on Sunday. They're all big from here on out. I've put my money where my mouth is. I feel like the Jags are going to win.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
You told me I was crazy, though, in a way. So do you not? Do you?
What do you mean?
You think they're going to win, though, don't you?
I'm the one yesterday said I got a good feeling we're going to win a few.
So would you? But you wouldn't take the -2.5?
No, I would. I was just playing along with the fact they hadn't won. No, I'm okay with that pick. I think they're going to win, and not to mention they've always had a lot of success against Indy, especially here at home.
One of my former students is in here, Dalton Cruz. He's sort of watching the show today, hanging out with us, and
Dalton Cruz sounds like he should be playing first base for
definitely sound like a baseball player.
It's a good sports name.
Yeah,
it's a good sports name, and it's funny because Dalton Cruz. You know where he's from? You know where he grew up? Fernandina Beach.
Okay.
So Dalton Cruz doesn't seem like a name from Fernandina Beach to me.
Okay.
But anyway.
I mean, it sounds very piratey to me, so yeah.
Is it? Are you a pirate, Dalton?
Yeah.
You are? So he is part pirate.
I mean, he's wearing an eye patch.
He does not have an eye patch.
I mean, what do you think that parrot's for?
True.
You think it's a pet?
But what I love about Dalton is...
What about pirates carrying around parrots? What a bunch of oddballs. Why would you ever carry a parrot?
Dalton, do you know why pirates carry... You can talk into the mic.
Yeah.
Activate the mic, E.
Activate.
Let's get Dalton in here. Why do Pirates carry parrots?
I don't know. Our high school mascot did not, so we didn't follow that.
Okay. Right. Did you ever wear a patch?
A time or two, but not often.
Have you ever been to the Fernandina Beach Shrimp Festival?
Yes.
Come on.
All the time.
Did you ever dress as a pirate?
Never have I, never will I.
Okay. Is there any history in the Cruz family of pirating?
Not at all, none.
Not that you know of? Or
what about corporate pirating?
Not that I know of, and I really hope there's no pirates in our
Some
family.
white-collar pirating going on.
Do you not like pirates?
No, I love pirates.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
There you go.
Now, what I love
Pittsburgh Pirates?
Dalton.
Oh, no.
No. Dalton is a hardcore Jag fan. Young kid who's grown up.
Good for him. We need those.
This is who you want. This is your fan base.
Okay.
Okay. And he goes to the games. He goes to training camp. He knows what we know.
Okay.
So you have 30 seconds to give me your synopsis of your Jag so far this year, Dalton. Go ahead.
30 seconds. All
Yes.
right. First off, win games or fire everyone. We're at that point now.
Okay. See? Mm-hmm.
We got to get something going offensively. We're not paying Trevor highest paid money in the league to not even average 200 passing yards a game.
Okay.
Can't score 20 points a game.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, I think we man up too much. Buffalo kind of shredded that.
Yep.
But positive side,
okay.
You win this Sunday.
Yeah.
I think you win 3 in a row because you got the Bears and the Patriots coming up.
Okay.
Then you're 3-4.
Yeah.
Some hopes restored.
Yes.
And then maybe you can get it rolling like 2 years ago. I don't know, but let's find out Sunday what they're all about.
Not bad. That's Dalton Cruz, young student. Clap it up for Dalton. We'll go to break. Keep it rolling here.
I really thought you should have finished the sentence with "arg," but that's just me.
Yeah, go Pirates. Fernandina Beach.
This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Defense just stepping up and playing dominant.
A strong fence protects your yard like a stout defense protects the bank.
#1 takeaway defense.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2025. Saturday, April 5th, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena.
The sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
David Ammon here with Zero Res. Ammon, I can't believe it's been 20 years since we started Zero Res. Do you remember? You were only 7 years old and we had you cleaning the vans after school.
Yeah, I'm grateful I've always had a job that taught me to work hard, take care of things, and to appreciate our good customers.
October is birthday month for Zero Res, so what are we doing for our customers?
Just say happy birthday Zero Res and we'll give you $50 off. That's $50 off carpet, tile and grout, upholstery, or area rugs.
Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Coughlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Coughlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Coughlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Coughlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, folks, have you checked out the apparel at golfteerepair.com? Now, it's golfteerepair.com, which is a fun name because we don't really fix golf tees. We have great golf apparel, though, for men and ladies. I was at the Clay County Gator Club the other night. Man, they love the Florida shirt. They were lining up to buy it, right? They got polos, T-shirts, hats, hoodies. You got to see it to believe it, though. GolfTeeRepair.com is the place to go. It's all natural, made out of bamboo, comfortable for breathable clothing. It's perfect to wear right now, football games and such. They have the Duval shirt. It's really cool. They have Florida State shirt, Georgia shirt. You know, and it's different. It's different than you'll be the unique guy wearing it. It's at golfteerepair.com. So go check them out. You'll be glad you did. It's golfteerepair.com. It's for men and for ladies, and you'll love them. They're terrific, right? golfteerepair.com.
It's your boy E.T. And if you can't make it to the game, come watch the game with me. I'll be at Mr. Chubby's Fleming Island this Sunday. $9 pitchers, the best wings in town, and the NFL package on all them TVs. They got 19 TVs, so you won't miss a thing. I'll be giving out swag from 1010XL and Mr. Chubby. It's going to be a party. Make sure you come say hi. $9 pitchers this Sunday, 1 p.m., Colts Jags, Mr. Chubby's Wings in Fleming Island. Proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, somebody.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious? Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
Every week, we're seeing listeners cash in betting with MyBookie. Mia here, and look, you don't have to bet big. Just getting some skin in the game makes it so much more fun. This weekend, your hometown team is actually favored to beat the Colts, -3. What a world! This may be one of those reverse jinx games where I bet the Colts to win, and if they don't, I'm still happy. The Bills play the Texans, and the Stephon Diggs revenge game sure sounds like a shootout, so give me the over on the 47.5 game total over there. And on Sunday night, the Cowboys are 2.5-point road dogs traveling to Pittsburgh. I'll take the Cowboys with the points. No way they start 2-3, right? The MyBookie double deposit bonus is still live up to $1,000. Get signed up now using promo code 1010XL to claim a bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before you even place a bet. One more time, promo code 1010XL. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere at MyBookie.
It's a scary time of year.
Especially for North Florida jewelry stores. It's a buy one, get one free on wedding bands. Happening now through Halloween.
At the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Jeff Lagerman here. Now that football season is here, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASC certified professionals at any of the 27 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions, and more. Napa Auto Care offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace-of-mind warranty on those repairs. Find a Napa Auto Care Center near you. JacksNapaAutoCareGroup.com.
Thinning or balding hair? Introducing Scalp Micropigmentation now at IHRS. SMP is a procedure for men and women, looks like your own growing hair, and corrects thinning areas. SMP is perfect for men and women who shave their head and want a full head of hair look. Call IHRS now, 904-777-IHRS, 904-777-4477, or visit hairforme.com today.
Welcome to ABS Advanced Business Solutions, your local print management partner, and home to Xerox and HP copiers.
Advanced Business Solutions.
Go ABSinc.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Swing and a ball drilled. Right field. Freeling back. At the wall. Out of here! It's out of here! Alonso, an opposite field home run, and the Mets had the lead.
You know what was amazing about that?
What?
Watching it.
Deep.
Yeah.
And here in the ninth,
Yes.
the comeback kids have done it again.
I knew that was a home run only for one reason. That did not look like a home run
From
off the bat.
Alonso's reaction?
As soon as he hit it, he was like,
yes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
And it didn't go out by much.
No.
Like when he hit it, I didn't think it was a homer. Then I saw that reaction before they cut to the ball, and so then I thought, because when I saw his reaction, I said, well, it must be way out.
Right.
And then when the ball's actually in the air, I'm still not completely positive,
100%.
except for his reaction. You can't react like that if it doesn't go out.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, guys, and we've seen this.
Yes.
A player hits the ball and he stands there and watches it.
Right.
Nuh-uh. I'm talking about he hit it and immediately said, yes.
Yes, he did.
And it did not look like a no-brainer,
And
highlight.
One of the cool things about social media now is, okay, so like the Mets had a watch party at Citi Field, and so we're getting all these things in. So one kid goes like this. He's on the phone and he goes, and he just happens to be, he's rolling. His buddy's rolling. He goes, "What's that? Pete's going to hit a 3-run homer? Okay, future. Nice talking to you." And then he pans down and Pete hits a 3-run homer. So he obviously just making the call. But the explosion, and then like the 7-line watches it at this bar in the city, and they show but you're right, because for Mets fans, when he hit the ball, it was this, right? He hits the ball and they're like, oh my God. But you're not sure.
They didn't see his reaction.
Right.
I don't know why I noticed that.
They
Just
go,
his face as soon as he hit it.
Oh my God. Oh my. You think, but you're not
sure
unless you saw what you said.
I don't know how I saw it on the first
And
blush,
if he had
but I
been
did.
wrong, it would have been bad. But
he wasn't, and good for him. I look, Alonso's a Gator,
He's a
so
Gator,
I always pull for him, and
Yeah.
he's just been, it's just, you
I'll
want to
tell you
sum up
this.
the fickleness of sports fans. This is the perfect situation.
100%.
I mean, they're killing this kid
Killing
for the
him.
last 3 weeks. Like,
Killing
get him
him.
out of the lineup,
Yeah.
killing him.
There was a
And-
big talk yesterday about benching him on New York Sports Talk Radio for the third game.
Right.
And it's great because Drew was on Twitter. He's like, you can't bench him, you idiots. I mean,
You can't bench him. You
Yeah.
just got to hope he gets. It's like Trevor. You got to hope he gets hot.
Yeah, it's one swing, dude.
That's all
There's
it
nobody more capable.
And by the way, this just in, and I don't think people lose sight of this. If a dude hits 40 a year and he hadn't homered since 19th, it makes him more likely to homer, not less. That's better than if he homered yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Here's Frank the Tank.
I can't take that. This guy, that's
the worst.
Fat A can go to heck.
Yeah.
Seriously, you can't sit like you do all the time and then win and be shut up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he's a slob. What a slovenly slob of a person that guy is.
his-
What a loser.
It's gotten old.
Yeah, it's gotten way old.
gotten
He's a jackass, chewing on his stuff, gnawing like a 3-year-old. And for those barstool idiots to enable him and it's just God. He's an embarrassment to sports fandom, is what he is.
All right, so
waddling around the New York area, chewing on his glasses.
give me Trevor's totals on Sunday.
228 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Okay.
Sounds like a Trevor day to me.
Would you
and
take that right now?
64%. I don't just want to win. I'm not as wrapped up in the stats.
Okay, so the stats don't matter.
Well, I'm not saying they don't matter.
Yeah,
I'd
I
like
hear
for
what
it to
you're
look good. You
Yeah.
know, if he goes, 15 to 22 for 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, that's okay to me. I'm not, I for now,
Right.
not forever.
Right.
Some dude named Brady built his career on those kinds of stat lines, and
Yeah.
then when he had to show people, he would be a statistical monster. So I think that's fair to. Accept.
Did you find Murph?
Murph's on the line, on the hotline.
Good.
I don't remember him calling in 2021.
I said to find Murphy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I put
He's
out-
easy to find. He's listening.
I wanted him to clear up the argument we had.
About whether I can manage?
No, that too. Oh, yeah. What about that, Murph? Process he can manage a major league team.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I'd have consultants like Murphy, so you better be careful. I'm going to fire you.
Okay.
You might be our hitting coach, Murph.
You are the hitting. I already named you hitting coach.
All right. That sounds like
I
a
was
fun
saying,
adventure.
listen, Daniel, and I don't mean to insult you and your profession. I was simply stating the simplicity of baseball versus trying to coach a football team. Let's be honest. It's a little different.
Okay, that's fair.
yeah.
And maybe, calling plays and,
Correct.
on each side of the ball. And that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as much inside baseball anymore. Maybe Johnny McGraw called more plays than we do now.
Yeah.
This was the argument, Murph. Is it fair to say that the Mets have had a better year than the Braves?
Yes, I would say yes.
I thought you said they were better than the Braves. It was better year was the phrase?
Well,
I thought you said we're better than you is what you said. It doesn't matter.
It makes us better than you. Right now.
You guys, Daniel, and listen, you can make him feel good. There ain't no part of your competitiveness that goes home after winning a wild card series if you lose the next round thinking you did better than anyone.
No,
Fair?
completely reasonable. Yes,
Yeah.
because unless you go win a pennant and then possibly cut the Nets down, like the Braves were the last ones who did it, and you have your pennant. So yes, I think part of the cool excitement now of having the extra rounds of postseason is where there's extra rounds. So we're just now getting to the division series, which is where we started. Not to say old guy, but then also, Lou Gehrig, you had to win your pennant. You used to have to win your league and just go to the World Series. So, but it does make for exciting baseball. That was. Oh, man, that was fun last night for whoever got to watch. That was a treat.
That's exciting for y'all.
The Hicken household
from the text line designed by
woke
Lifetime
up the neighborhood, by the way.
From the text line, yep. Dan has made me hate the Mets more than the Phillies now. Go Ugly Phils.
That's fine.
We'll turn the tide.
Man.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a different animal here with the Phillies. Those Brewers are just the biggest chokers in baseball. Them and the Orioles. Good luck. That's who you want to face. You're going to the playoffs. Pray for Milwaukee or Baltimore. I mean, come on. They lost 12 out of 14.
And it kind of looks like maybe it's the starting pitching. I mean, as much as we go to the bullpen so early now, and we'll see how expensive it ends up being. But these other American League teams, they got 2 days off. Like, you get the rest of your bullpen, so it makes complete sense that why A.J. Hitch with the Tigers would just completely air it out game 2. But no, that game last night was. Oh, the Budo didn't have it. They went to him early. They went and got Diaz in the 7th.
Yeah. That's what we talked about. And, man, it was what would you have done for the 9th for the Mets pitching? Would you let Diaz was done, I guess.
No, he's cooked. So the reason, they in 2016, the Dodgers went and got Kenley Jansen and brought him in the 7th against us. And I think the idea was, I'm just going to try and start getting these outs with the best option I have available, and we'll figure it out when he can't get any more outs.
Okay.
And that's what looked like what happened to Sugar last night. So you get the 6 from Quintana, which is unreal. And then, you bring in Diaz in the 7th, and then I think it's like, I'm going to let him go as long as he can. And as long as he can, got you to the 9th with a lead.
Daniel, Pete drops Pete drops a fly ball late in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's already becoming public enemy number 1. I mean, he's drawing the wrath from Mets fans, right? So,
seemed it. My goodness, it seemed it.
And then for it to come down to him and for him to do that, I mean, you got on a roll like that, but you weren't drawing the wrath from Mets fans. Do those guys aware of that, or they just not pay attention?
I think he's more aware of how poorly he's hitting.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yes,
when you feel like when you're a mark, and like in the postseason, if you're a mark, they jam it down your throat because you end up being one of the parts of the lineup they can go to for outs.
Mm-hmm.
And so you kind of saw that a little bit with the Braves, where they found at the bottom of the lineup that's where San Diego could go for outs. So I think it was really impressive for him to remain so present in the moment after missing the fly ball, which plays like that in the postseason. We've all seen it like that. They'll ruin you for that. I don't mean ruin you individually. Like the Brewers will take advantage of that kind of mistake. But then to get in the spot with Lindor getting the walk and Nimmo, he hit it, and I don't know, he hit it and screamed like he knew he got it.
Yes.
And then he realized, in my opinion, you tell me what you think, Dan, he realized that he was taking on the Goonie golf carry there at Miller Park because it juts out in right center field, and he had to drop it right in the corner because he kind of pulled back a little bit. But I thought that was funny. That was just my observation.
I think that's right.
But you hit the 3-1 homer, but then to add on, so Winker wins the AB, and as soon as he gets on, like David Wright used to say, when you get up on somebody, run. Jam it down their throat, first to third, steal a base. So Winker takes it, base hit, accuracy from Marte. He actually does great base running as well, too. He just rolls right on in the second to get in the scoring position because they're just going to carry it all the way home. They're not going to stop you. You know what I mean? They want that ball to get to the plate, even though he knew he was going to be safe. So it's just a fun inning, and then immediately the Brewers get the tying run to the plate. And it's like, all right. Tasty. Here we go.
Man.
It was good ball.
It was good ball. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the check-in, and have a great weekend. I think we may have to start making plans for Citi Field Tuesday night, but we'll see.
Yeah, Jaguars get on the board this weekend. Come on.
I love it. We'll see you there. All right. Thanks, Daniel.
All right.
There he goes, Daniel Murphy. We'll take a break. 9:37, a little bit behind. We'll come back and put the wraps on it next on the drill.
Let's come back and talk Rangers hockey
Drill
next.
on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here for Bound 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctor at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and of course he's the founder of Bound 9. Visit Bound 9 Associates today. Experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bound 9 and Associates.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Northwest Florida's largest RV show is coming to the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. It's the Jacksonville Fall RV Show, Thursday through Sunday, October 3rd through 6th, with hundreds of RVs on display, lifestyle booths, plus register to win a $250 gift card each day. Adults $10, kids under 12 free. Seniors save half off Thursday. First responders, military, active, and retired get half off every day. We'll see you at the Jacksonville Fall RV Show.
Cougar Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Pregame Friday
is brought to you by MyBookie
and Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
D.D. Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 4th, 2018, NFL legendary quarterback Tom Brady becomes only the third NFL quarterback to record 500 career touchdown passes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat Cierge experience is all about. This Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees, and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Have you tried golfing at the improved Cimarron Golf Club? If you haven't, tell you what, you're missing out on the best deal in Jacksonville. Now, many of you have received a postcard in the mail, and of course, if you bring that with you, $45 plus tax to play. That includes a cart, lunch, and a beer at the brand new Stone Barrel Tap House. Now, go to the website, that is CimarronGolfClub.com, and sign up for the Wild One Loyalty Program. That's the Wild One Loyalty Program, and get all of these specials emailed to you from Cimarron.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguars legend Tom Coughlin will be inducted as the 7th member of the Pride of the Jaguars on Sunday. Coughlin explains why the Jaguars hold a special place in his heart.
This was my team.
This is your baby.
This was my team.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know why I was interested? You remember.
Yeah.
I'm interested because the historical significance of starting something.
Right.
Starting from scratch.
Jaguars fans remember the JTA Game Day Express is back, with passes starting at just $10 on the MyJTA app. Let them do the driving to the Jags-Colts game. More info at jtafla.com. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, I'll draw this one parallel. I'll cool down with this. I saw this last night, and I'll tell you that this is why we must keep the faith. I saw that there's only been like 5 teams, Jeff, in Major League history. And it's different, but there's a parallel for me. 5 teams in Major League history that started 0-5 and went on to win the World Series.
And that's with 162 games.
I think it's I can't remember if it's the World Series or playoffs or whatever. But anyway, the point is this. The Mets are one of those teams, or trying to be one of those teams.
Oh, they started 0-5 this year.
They did. And so the Jags, you never know. You're not out until you're out, I guess. Right? So there's the parallel that I'm drawing that I'm cooling down with.
I'm cooling down on hopping off of this amusement park ride that the Falcons were forced by the NFL to ride. They beat the Bucs last night. The Bucs came to town 3-1, and it ends a little 5-game stretch to start the season where they played Pittsburgh, at Philly Monday night, Kansas City at home on Sunday night, and the Saints, not a single team they played had more than a loss when they played them.
Yeah.
They played last year's Super Bowl champion and 3 other playoff teams. And after Kirk Cousins threw for 509, they beat the Bucs last night, and Atlanta suddenly is 3-2 and tied for the lead in the NFC South. By the way, Cousins had a franchise, record-setting night, 509 yards, on a night where Matt Ryan had his number retired and placed into the Ring of Honor there in Atlanta. And guess who held the old single-game record?
Who?
Matt Ryan. 504 yards, the only 500-yard passer in team history. And the night they, put him up in the rafters, Kirk Cousins breaks it. I'd like to see. I tell you what's interesting, and this is why you never know what can spark it, what can change. But the reality is this: Kirk Cousins had 800 passing yards through 4 games with 4 touchdowns and 4 picks. 800 passing yards through 4 games with 4 touchdowns and 4 picks. Literally a column on ESPN yesterday. What is wrong with Kirk Cousins and the Falcons offense, and can it even be fixed? And he threw for 509 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Jeez.
Talent doesn't always show. Doesn't mean it ain't there. I mean, that's just an unbelievable night. And now the Falcons finally, and of course they'll probably lose this, they go to Carolina next week. So, but man, the schedule after Carolina, Dan, you ready?
Yeah.
Seattle, at Tampa, Dallas, at New Orleans. They got to play at Minnesota later. They play at Washington, who's suddenly good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule for a team that, wasn't great last year. You'd like to get a little better draw.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Well, we got a big weekend coming up, obviously. We got football tonight. We got high school football. We got a huge docket of games on Saturday. And then, of course, we got playoff baseball. And then Sunday, we got our Jags.
I'm cooling down, too, on this ridiculous nothingness of college football scheduling.
Yeah.
We got to get better games. And this is week after week where there's just not a lot there to compel you. Now, thankfully, college football is a local interest sport, so you always have a couple games you're interested in, even if it's not a big marquee game.
I think part of that has to do with the fact that the Knowles and the Gators are so bad.
Well, that might be
right. If they're good, and
I guess
all of a sudden the schedule.
But still,
I know.
I'll know. Like the 19th, they're saying is a big one. You were going through some of those games.
Yeah. So
Now, the 2-minute drill brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
Hello, Michael.
Here, this is me being as sincere as possible. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
That had to be a fun one.
That was great.
Honestly.
I appreciate it.
I was thinking about you.
Thank you.
I was.
Thank you. It was
what a way
unbelievable.
to come back.
Yeah. It was. It just doesn't happen to the Mets. And then Jeff said it happened 3 days ago. Shut up. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
happened Monday.
It doesn't happen 3 times in a week. No.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
and it also happened. Didn't you do that Sunday in Milwaukee? Weren't you? Or did you lead that whole game?
No, well, we were behind, but we came back early and took the lead. So, are we focused in? Are we good? Are we going to get a win on Sunday?
Man, am I going to get a win? I'm going to do my job.
Okay.
All right? I hope I'm going to show up and do my job.
Okay.
I hope they're going to get a win. If not against the Colts, against whom?
Yeah. Don't you feel like, I mean, do you have, for an 0-4 team, do you have a sense of confidence that they are going to win this game?
No.
Yes or no? No.
I don't.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, I think they could, certainly.
Yeah.
And, but no, do I have a sense of confidence? I have a sense that they're quite capable of making the one play in the fourth quarter the wrong way.
That's fair.
And they've done it too much already this year.
Yes, that's a good
By
point.
the way, Ryan Clark.
I'm not sure that's confidence.
These suits are hideous.
What's he got today?
He's got the half gray, half pink. Like where they sew 2 suits together. What are we doing, man?
I don't know.
All right, I'm yelling at clouds.
Well, I talked to Fred about Ryan Clark, and I know on Monday nights he wears.
You told him, Fred, to tell Ryan to straighten up on this.
I said no. I said stay out of his closet.
That was it.
But that was because on Monday night he always wears some concoction of the home team on Monday night. So he wore orange.
See there you go.
Yeah,
pink,
that
pink
is
and gray. What are we doing?
I
It's like
don't know.
2 different
He's a mogul.
suits.
He's a
sewn
maven. He's a
together.
fashion maven.
I guess.
What do you got cooking today?
It's keys to victory, baby.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
And throw it like Kirk Cousins. That's the key.
Oh, that'd be nice.
500 yards.
500 yards.
Woo, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns.
What a game.
We can get that in a month.
Ouch. Well, have a good show.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff, have a great weekend.
All right, my man. That'll do it to it. Enjoy the Jaguars this weekend. Jaguars today. Next, you've been listening to The Drill on a GFL Friday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's a true American underdog.
I fought for my spot, and I know what it takes to make it